Yeah, hello everyone. How you doing? We're here. We're here with guests tonight. Say hello to Riona and Bash. That they've been on the stream before. First time back on my stream in a long. Oh, okay. That's a storm. One moment. I need to panic real quick. Yeah. Yeah, Bast. You know you're Dune. I'm like, oh hey. I'll do the introductions. That's a storm. Shit. So, yeah.
Okay, so you're playing Dune, and we're playing. I think we're going to be showing off a little bit of Shining Force.
For those.
You're a little bit country.
Good evening, my dear.
We're a little bit rock and roll.
As well as the major boner mound in the Boners Crusade.
The Big Boner Crusade.
You know what? Okay, I'm okay with Marshall Bonermond. It's definitely better than Marshall Bottomond. Like, I'm pretty certain Krypton came up with that one. I have to get it back for that one day, because now Ash calls me that, and he never lets well enough alone.
Yeah, that's the thing. You gotta keep your bottoms in line.
I mean, Krypton's not my bottom, but Ash is.
Yay hi Flossia, yay hi Sugar Soul, yay hi Dutch, yay hi Nacho, yay hi Jay, yay hi Cookie.
See, Bo, here that's your problem, right? Because it's like when two dogs are around and one dog isn't trained, and then the good dog starts to pick up like bad habits because they're like, well, they get to do whatever they want. So what you need to do is you need to beat them into submission to make sure that Ash doesn't get ideas, and then you need to
yay hi Throw.
Fuck Ash in the ass until he is submitted to you properly.
You know what? That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. I will have to probably do that at some point in the future. Where the shit am I supposed? Oh, I'm supposed to go this way.
Hee Mary.
Oh, Ruins of Carthag, Water Shipper, Wreck of the Hephaestus. Where is it? The Brood Works. Wait, no? Blushing
Bast
Caverns.
is always on the bottom of bottoms.
Nope.
You know what? True.
How is that true?
I don't know.
I'm just Rihanna says it.
Well, I'm just agreeing because it's funny.
Shut the fuck up. Marshall Bottomond.
Bottom based.
Listen.
Yeah, it's not so funny.
Yeah, no, listen. There's two kinds of bottoms: bottom based and bottom cringe.
And ye indeed, Jay.
I don't even understand what the difference is. What the fuck? Why do you need subspecies of bottoms?
Oh, wait, hold on. Where is that my? Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm figuring out. I'm just doing the new zones in Dune, and I'm trying to figure out how to get around because I have not done them yet. Because they just came out today, and I'm like, I don't know where I'm going.
Bottom cute.
Yeah, that's what Ash is, though he would never believe me.
So, Rihanna, what is Shining Force EXA? Also, we're going to talk about Dune.
Oh yeah, because
this stream.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Bast is a huge fan of Dune. I don't remember how much of a fan Riona is.
Rihanna is a very big fan as well. She's probably bigger than me because she's read more of the books.
A super murder fest that strays a bit from Shing Force's strategy roots.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I can't say I've ever played those games. I don't know.
But it has so much style and is mad cute.
Yeah, JRPGs that weren't.
Yay, hi, not John.
JRPGs that weren't Final Fantasy never really clicked with me, I hate to say. The only one that really clicked with me was Secret of Mana, which I played the shit out of when I was younger.
Fuck yeah. Good choice. Nothing wrong with that, though. I mean, listen, Final Fantasy's not for everybody.
I think you might love Tactus Ogre.
Also, if you want, like, the least Final Fantasy game, you could try out 16, because it's basically just, like, a character action game. Like, the entire combat system was made by the combat designer from Devil May Cry 5.
Yes, Throw.
I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing, in my opinion. Like,
and beautiful art.
Maybe I'm weird, but I liked, say, 15's combat, and I'd probably like 16 as well. Oh, I should put my shield up so I don't die. Play Stranger in Paradise. Jack Arland is the coolest character of all. I'm aware of that one, and that one's on my radar. I haven't picked it up yet.
Imagine a guy so cool, he tells a bitch to shut up and then puts in AirPods and starts listening to Limp Bizkit.
Oh no, I know the part you're talking about. It's very specific. It's very specifically she like splurges on her whole background of like why she's doing what she's doing and how, you know, and then Jack is just like bullshit, and then puts on his fucking headphones and just like I said, listens to Limp Bizkit. Oh shit! Oh shit!
Always
Okay.
loved how their party met and we're like, hey, I want to kill chaos, and they were like, wow, me too.
Well, okay, I just died. For context, everyone, why
And
I'm
that is
swearing.
all they needed.
I just died over in Dune. I have to actually put armor on for this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I
Sorry.
saw you loading. Like, what happened? Ooh,
Okay,
purple.
so why am I not wearing pants? There we go. Okay, so basically what happened was, so they added these new PvE zones to Dune, and I'm trying them out, and I figured, oh, okay, I'll just do them in my fucking, like, you know, my stealth suit, which is like
Yeah,
You're still-
hi, Anubis.
your stealth suit isn't like for combat. I mean, you can do it in combat, but for like actual hard stuff, you should put actual armor on. But like, I won't need a stealth suit. And then I go to fight my stealth suit, and the guy with a fucking minigun just shreds me. I was exposed for like a
Nice,
second.
sounds exciting. Show me sometime.
Yeah, I'm gonna have. I honestly, I think even like, you know, because I know, Bass, you've talked about the lore of the game and how you don't like it, but I would say you'd probably still like the game.
Oh yeah, I wager if I. Well, here's the problem. I don't like survival crafting games in general. So
Oh,
like,
oh, yeah,
it
that's
takes
fair.
it takes a really strong hook for me. Like Pal World is maybe the last one I got into, and that's because it was Pokemon.
You know, yeah, no, like I said, that's fair. That's fair.
So like the
I
problem
see a
is.
computer in Dune, and it's like watching a psychonaut having a lasgun trend on them at all times.
Shield on.
I've got the wrong grenades equipped. That's a problem. There we go. Oh, okay, he just straight up dropped his Gatling gun for me.
Well, that's good.
It looks like it's a quest item, but all the same, yeah, that's cool. Right. I need, I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, okay. I need to kill the other guy. Okay. For the record, I do have Riona stream up, so if you need me to like look over at it, just let me know, okay?
I have both streams up too. Don't worry.
Ah,
You're just in a
okay.
cutscene right now, so I'm watching yours while the cutscene's going off.
Yeah, if you
Hi,
need me to,
chat. Hi, everybody. Sorry
Hey.
if we're talking a lot. We're gonna be distracted.
yeah.
So tell me, Bo, why
Mm-hmm.
should I forgive the transgressions against the lore in Dune?
Because none of it's actually happening.
Okay. Why
Yeah.
should I forgive the plot contrivance that nothing is actually happening in
Well,
Dune?
Okay, well, to me, it's interesting how they do it, because okay, so this is the framing device of Dune Awakening, is that Paul's
Crap
having,
dream.
yeah, basically Paul Atreides is Paul Muad'Dib Atreides is it's when he's trying to find, it's set during when he's trying to find futures to, you know, win the battle of the was it second battle of Arrakeen from the end of the first book when he's looking for futures to do that. And while he's doing that, he's looking through possible futures that could have happened based on, you know, like all the genetic memory he has access to as the Kwisatz Haderach. And one of the ones he comes across is a future where he was never, is a timeline where he was never born. And
I mean,
him experiencing that vision, you know, that timeline is the game of Dune Awakening. It's like, it's like it's going to like it's kind of like the whole Elder Scrolls Godhead thing, where the world is like literally a dream in the world in the eyes of a god.
Listen, Rihanna and Nacho and others tried to explain to me the fucking plot of Elder Scrolls that I didn't get, and it like 90% of it sounded fake as fuck. And then I go to the wiki and I'm like, how the fuck do you all know this weirdo shit?
The thing that weirds me out is some of the things in it requires things before he was born to have been changed.
Yeah, like I'll absolutely like say that could be considered like say a writing problem. But I think in terms of framing devices to justify what I think is an MMO that would be basically impossible to pull off any other way with like how the Dune universe works.
Listen, I want it to be fundamentalist Dune. I want everybody to have to walk across the desert doing the Freeman walk, slow as dirt.
You mean doing the what do you call it, the Olympic hip hop dancing routine that one Australian girl did so the worm doesn't get you?
Oh yeah. Oh my god, I forgot all about that. And her name was like her dance name was Raygun, and I'm like, you look like you got hit with a phaser.
Lord of the Rings had the same problem where making wizards a class violated the law, but they had to have the Trinity.
Yeah.
Yeah, like as somebody who comes from like one of my the experience that trained me to like accept degrees of gamification for things I enjoy was Dawn of War. And because like in Dawn of War, like, okay, because a Space Marine chapter, 1,000 dudes total, right? And in Dawn of War, you can just pump out new Space Marines until the cows come home, and like just like grind them into the front lines.
Right.
And yeah, and it's like that kind of trained me on being like, okay, I want a 40K game. But I'm never going to get an RTS game like this if they don't break the lore somehow, in some ways.
Yeah, they have to kind of like, they have to bend it a bit.
Yeah, like, so say like little bending of the lore to accomplish a game, if they do it in a way that doesn't feel intrusive, is fine with me, and it always has been. Like, like another good example, in my opinion, is this goes another 40K example, is the seemingly infinite number of magazines you have in Space Marine. Like, you've just got magazines full of, 75 caliber bolt rounds just coming out your ass on demand. Stuff like that. Like,
Ye like good Dawn of War versus bad Fire Warrior.
Yeah, like Fire Warrior is a bad example. Like, you can't convince me that a single Tau Fire Warrior could kill like 200 Space Marines in an entire fucking Chaos invasion. Like, that you couldn't convince me. But like this, like, I'm willing to accept the lore of Dune being bent a little bit to get a game going. If it's so fun, and I think it just blew my internet up. No, if it's fun, and at the same time respectful to the lore in the ways that count, and to me, this game does.
No, I get that, but like the thing that I get concerned about is like, I don't know. In my opinion, I get worried about like, have you ever heard of the show Dallas? That was popular in like the 90s. I know where you're heading to this.
I guess you look at trailers gave a bad impression, but everyone says it's fun.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I see where you're going. Okay, I will definitely say this. It's they've basically already said, despite it being a dream,
Pyro.
Despite it being a dream, it's not going to have it's all just a dream moment. Like, as far as your character is concerned and will be concerned, this is the real world, and there's no world outside of it, even if it is a dream in the mind of Paul Atreides.
I mean, I get that, but like, listen, man, I'm gonna keep it a buck. If I want to be in Dune, I want to be in Prime Dune. I don't want to be in like not Dune.
So it's not so much a dream, but its own timeline.
It is seemingly.
Yeah, it's its own timeline using the dream as justification.
How you doing, girly? How was the rest of your Kingdom Hearts stream?
Hey, Pally, how you doing?
Did you have fun? So like, here's my... Okay, so this is going to sound weird. So, you know how some people say that they want Star Wars to get away from the Skywalkers because they're sick and tired of all the Skywalkers and it only focusing on that one family?
Yeah.
I'm the opposite. The only reason I give a fuck about Star Wars is because of the Skywalkers. So I want all that shit to be about them. So, like, Dune for me, I don't give a fuck about the world. I just want to hang out with Paul.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Where the fuck Paul at?
I mean, Paul is in the game after a fashion.
Okay. I'm gonna, try to convince me. Good night, Pally. Sweet dreams. Hugs and kisses. Bye bye. But yeah, please, I'm gonna go put some socks on. Holy shit. Please explain to me how Paul is in the game.
Sweet dreams, Pally.
Oh. Well, hold on. Sorry, I was in combat. So now remember I said he was never born? Well, the reason he was never born in this timeline is because basically, because for those who don't know their Dune thing, so like Lady Jessica, Paul's mother, was supposed to give birth to a girl, and then she because her husband, or not husband, but because Duke Leto wanted a son, and
high school,
and she loved him, she decided to give him a son instead of having the daughter that was demanded.
Yeah.
And oh, that's a sniper. Okay. And what ended up happening in this timeline is, she decided to go by the orders of the sisterhood instead of, what the Duke wanted, and had a daughter instead.
I see. So she interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now that's okay. You know what? Okay, now that's a cool premise. Okay, now you're kind of winning me back a bit here. I still don't like the fact that you have fucking motorcycles riding on dunes. That's just stupid as fuck. And I also don't like, collecting water while it's sunup. But like at the same time, at least the core premise is really cool then.
Yeah, it also kind of sets up a version of events where, the Battle of Arrakeen happened, but because basically what ends up happening in this timeline is Jessica sniffed out Yue before the betrayal. So
cool.
That's because she's more loyal to the Bene Gesserit, she received more training and was able to sniff out Yue before the betrayal, and that's what throws off the timeline.
Nice and yay high firm.
Yeah. So the Battle of Arrakeen happened, and in this version, the Atreides aren't beaten, they push the Harkonnens back, and the Harkonnens have to retreat and basically bunker down on the planet, and now there's kind of a Cold War going on between them. Because Pyro Knight 5262.
Okay, that is actually cool, and they don't have the Bennies working against because Jessica was a good girl. Interesting.
Yeah, basically. And, there's because rules of Canley, which are like the formal rules of engagement between great houses in Dune, they're not allowed to continue openly fighting each other, but in places like, say, where the game takes place, which is Haga Basin, I mean, not Haga Basin, but like the deep desert, like in the deep desert zones, there's no one looking. There's no one looking. You can fight each other all day. And that's why that's a PvP zone.
That dramatically changes my opinion on at least like the lore aspect of this, because like I thought it was just like something where it was completely unrelated and they just kind of were doing their own thing. But no, this is kind of like this is much better explanation than I've ever gotten. Yeah, like you know what? I entirely blame myself for that because I didn't give you that caveat of, Jessica had, Jessica had the the Chud daughter instead of the Chud son this go around, and that's why that's the hinging moment on why things are different. But yeah, it also means a bunch of I'm stuck in a rock. It also means a bunch of characters, because the Battle of Arrakeen went different, didn't die, and they're still around, like Thufir Hawat, Raban, Fade, Duke Leto, who's not dead this go around, stuff like that. So you get to meet them too throughout the game. Well, that's interesting. How old is Leto?
Oh, the Fugi isn't working. I'm dumb.
Oh shit, you're right. I didn't even notice because I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, the bow's not in your boobies.
Oh shit.
No, it's on your side. I think it's on Riona's, so she's gonna fix it.
Okay, so I was gonna say, like, do I gotta like crawl up in there? Like what's going on here? Well, I know on my screen, Bass, I've got you positioned where you're like, not, well, okay, you're near Riona's boobies. I can't get you in there because of PNG, but all the same, I tried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm just like staring at him like, yo.
Okay, too big lol one sick.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, but yeah, Bass, I apologize. That's entirely on me, not describing the situation well.
No, well, and also the thing is, it's not on you to have to try and convince me, right? Like, it's just real talk. Like, I'm still not gonna play it because, like, it's not gonna. I just don't really love.
You're not a survival
crafting
crafting guy, yeah.
Yeah, and like it, even with a Dune coat of paint, like, no offense to the game, I'm just not as intrigued. But maybe watching you all have more interest. But just like right off the cuff, I'm not like super duper like even Dune doesn't sell me on it. Like, if anything, I would have preferred it if it was more like a. Like, I mean, oh god, I just thought of like a open world action game, and I imagined Ubisoft making it, and I wanted to vomit.
Yeah, I'd rather have no Dune game than
Yeah.
I'd rather have no Dune game than an Ubisoft Dune game. Like, there are limits to my nerddom, and that's one of them.
Yeah, it's like everything is forever better off not being a Ubisoft game.
Yay, hi Overlord.
Hey, Overlord.
Ow! Okay, yeah, these guys hurt. This is yeah, this new content is not easy. That actually makes me glad. All right, now I gotta place this in the camp.
Just found out that the next Super Robot Wars Y DLC is releasing tomorrow or this Thursday.
Oh, wait, it's coming out tomorrow or Thursday? Shit, that's cool.
Nice tea lemon.
Wrong button to crouch. I'm dumb. Okay, is Flamethrower Man back up? Hope not. Okay. I've been struggling to play a lot of games, just feeling burnt out. Oh, yeah, I know. I get that feeling.
Oh yeah, dude. I've been trying to play a little bit more than I normally do. I played through Kingdom Hearts 1 over the weekend, and I'm starting Kingdom Hearts 2. But like sometimes my brain does not want to do it. All I want to do is just become a vegetable and like be useless.
I wish to veg.
Oh yeah. You know what helped me a little bit? Have you ever heard of something called also Rihanna Mabel's fucking character sprite or picture is fucking hot as shit. Holy fuck. What was I gonna say? Have you ever heard of something in the speedrunning community called the Alphabet Challenge?
Yay, hi Atom.
Bo?
No, I know nothing about speedrunning other than people play games fast.
This doesn't even relate to it really, but basically people do this cute little challenge where they'll be like, oh, well, I want to learn a bunch of games and try them out. So I'm gonna pick a game for each letter of the alphabet, and decide to learn those speedruns like one every week or two, right? Because 26 letters in the alphabet, 52 weeks in a year.
Yeah.
So I decided to kind of take that, but I'm not speedrunning. I don't want to fucking do that shit. I don't have the autism for that anymore. But I decided to pick, like, with Rihanna and Aaron's help, a bunch of like older games, retro games, and a couple of indie games I just never got to beating. And basically doing one for each letter, including like anything that starts with like a non-letter character or number, and just kind of like keeping track for myself of like the games that I beat throughout the year as kind of like a tiny little like cute incentive to kind of give me a reason to want to look at that list in particular.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
I only do slow walking. My jiggly ass takes my sweet time fucking around.
True. Rihanna's gonna look like those like by the time if her tits keep growing at this rate, like Rihanna's gonna look like those fucking fat people from WALL-E, but she's gonna have one of those fucking anti-grav chairs for each boob, and then she's just gonna be like dangling in the middle.
You know, I'm gonna point out with the previous discussion thread, I'm amazed he didn't say like, oh, she's gonna be like Baron Harkonnen, but rather just being grotesquely obese. She's just the biggest fucking knockers of the planet, so she just needs like suspensors to keep them like from, you know, whacking into people and killing them.
Yeah.
My dunes.
Get in the shade so I don't die. Oh yeah, oh, and by the way, Baz, because you were talking about being out in the sun. If you're out in the sun in this game, it will kill you. Like...
Yeah, but even in the shade, you're gonna fucking die on the surface.
Oh. Nah, fuck you, buddy. Not you, the person bitching and moaning at me in-game, I mean.
No, I figured.
Yeah.
I
was like, you poo-pooed the game. Fuck you, buddy. Nah, listen, I'm a petty asshole, but I'm not that kind of petty asshole.
Fun fact: the protags of this game are in a game called Project Cross Zone, a game made by former Super Robo Wars devs working with Monolith Soft, the Xenoblade Saga devs.
Oh, nice. Also, by the way,
Yes, it's great.
just to be clear, that's the TTS in our chat, and unfortunately, it's on the same channel as Rihanna's, so that's why you're getting blasted on your end. Sorry.
It's fine.
I know about Project Cross Zone though. That was a cool kind of strategy game. Now Chaos Wars, that was some garbage.
Some garbage.
It was hot garbage. Like they got like friends and family members to do the voice acting in the game, and it like I remember getting it because I saw that there was
They did my boy Yuri dirty.
I don't remember who Yuri is or what he was from, but I remember seeing that it had Gungrave characters in it, and I was like, oh fuck, I want to play this. And it was I remember getting
Shadow
it for
Hearts,
Christmas.
you uncultured swine.
Oh, whatever. I don't remember that shit. Ow!
What are they? Locate the cave where the signal originates. Oh, okay. Ah, I see. That's where they want me to go. I feel like I'm gonna have to assassinate someone up ahead here. Hold on. Where'd he go?
God, I love the cell shading in this Shining Hearts game. Or Shining Force game. It's so pretty. It's like a nice, gentle kind of cell shading that really kind of just accentuates the characters, but still allows them to be a bit cartoony.
Yeah, it's
but
not
like too far.
It's not excessive looking.
Yeah.
They were at the peak of style.
They also did the thing I love where they drew the characters' faces on them. So, like, it allows for much more expressiveness, which I'm always a big fan of.
And the lighting is perfect.
Like, absolutely perfect. Like, straight up.
Well, shit, that sniper knows I'm here. Okay, I'm gonna have to go up there. I'm gonna have to go up there and say hi to you personally.
So what exactly are you trying to do right now?
What am I trying to? Oh, I'm basically. So part of the patch today that they put out, they completely revamped the Landsrad system. Basically, it's a way to get. It's a way to get like, you know, reputation and stuff with the great houses, and then getting reputation with them makes your house look good, and making your house look good, like, you know, gets the Duke and you know, Raban, depending on which side you're on, because you can align with the Atreides or Harkonnen to, like, you know, it gets them to like you, and then, you know, you get more popular, etc. And basically, I'm trying to do missions for the Landsrad right now to make them happy. And this includes going to this new zone and doing
They
missions
pay
there.
taxes, so it's based.
Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. She owed Rihanna 5 gifted subs, I guess, because she wanted to.
Thank you so much, Erin.
Yeah, thank you, Aaron.
We were joking around last night that that if Rihanna wanted
Yay,
me
high pass.
to play Magic in Kingdom Hearts 2, that Aaron should gift her 5 gifted subs, which I didn't do. But then our friend Koish decided to. So I guess this is just like the ending of that joke.
Ah. Come on. Okay, there we go.
Yes,
60
this is why Bast is not my top hoe.
Well, wait, who is your top O then?
Probably Aaron, honestly.
Erin, of course.
You know what? That
We love
tracks.
Aaron.
That tracks.
Love you, cutie.
We do love Aaron.
Oh.
I wish she would be with us every night, but we only get to hang out with. We only get to see her on weekends on stream.
Oh shit!
Oh fuck!
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
inject yourself with some nice penicillin and shoot them in the face.
yeah,
It's a form of greeting.
yeah, I'm working on it. I'm
I'm
working
working on it.
Oh, thank God they drop ammo.
Hey Phil.
Hello, Phil. How you doing? Nope, it's 37 meters down further. All right, here's the question: do I want to risk the cave, or do I
Yay,
want
high feeler ND Phantom.
or do I want to just get done and get going? I'm feeling like the cave.
Do the cave. At this point, fuck them.
Cave time.
Steal their shit.
Uh-oh. Yeah, these guys hurt. Holy shit.
Tive Barkeep. Omgye
Inga.
Hanka.
Oh, thank you so much, Barkeep. Thank you for the raid.
Exclamation mark def.
So nice to meet you.
Welcome everyone.
Yeah, in case you're new here, this is Mistress Triana. She's a deaf VTuber Dami Mommy. Uses text, speech, and chat to talk. I'm her hanger dog Bast. We're hanging out with our big boy, buddy, beautiful man, Bo. I was trying to think of a B word for man, but I was like, I don't want to call him a boy.
I can test. Oh, ow. I can test the idea that I'm beautiful, but thank you all the same.
Lovely to meet you all. Friends of Inca Siren, my most beloved shrimp type B is always good people to me.
God damn it. Breedable Mpreg is the thing? Oh, so now you're finally accepting the sexy and breedable tag that Brianna keeps assigning you? Nice.
Yes, but applied to you, Bast.
Not me, your friend.
Get bread.
Oh shit, I'm sexy and breedable? Hell yeah. Oh, also to bow as well? Sick. Get bread. Aaron perks up.
Yeah,
I recommended you have lurked streams before as well. Oh, thank you. Well, it's nice to finally get to say hi.
Well, I will let you know. I happen to like bread.
Yo, Sam.
Dawncy to get to talk to you.
I don't care.
I'll
I don't care. I don't care if bread, makes me fat. I love it.
Yeah, same. I was talking to Aaron. I was like, the most Aaron dessert I could imagine would be like, the Uncrustables?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've never had them, but I know what you're talking about.
So basically, imagine an Uncrustable, but replace the peanut butter and jelly with like ice cream in the middle, and then put like chocolate chips on top. Huh. And that would probably be like the ultimate Aaron dessert.
I believe it. Uh-oh. Oh shit. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Nope. I just barely missed. Oh no. Fuck. I think I'm gonna die. I died. Oh, I hope I didn't lose all the money.
Oh, sorry.
I hope I don't lose all the money I had in my inventory. That would suck.
Tive Mall.
I did. Fuck. Oh well, I completed the mission, so I'm out.
Time to
Reach that started.
Time to hack the video game and steal people's money.
Oh no, I've got like 11 million Solaris space bucks on me. I'm good.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yo, can you get high on spice in that game?
Yes, you can actually. It's one of your abilities.
Oh, sick.
You can just straight up, do you quick put some spice on your coke nail,
Nice
snort a
Barky,
line.
yes, we will get along well, lol.
Yeah, and see the future.
Barkeep's a friend of mine, and funny enough, gets a lot of threats of being force femmed, so I think he'd like you guys. Oh yeah, no, Aaron loves force femming.
I mean, okay, does he get threats of that like ironically, or because like big dude man, or because he's cute?
I don't know, but don't worry, friendly. I also get threatened for force femming, so like you're among good company. Us and Gallant J are all currently avoiding getting microdosed with HRT. I watch my drinks whenever I'm around Aaron and Rihanna. I've worn a bunny suit on stream. I'm 135 pounds. Oh, okay, so you're cute. Got it.
Yeah, listen, I don't have to worry about that. I've got way too much testosterone in me. I'm just built different. Like Rihanna would try to do that, and I just parry it. All right. Where I got to turn my shield on. Oh, wait. Do I need to? Yeah, I do need to go here. Defend the beacon against enemy. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to survive waves.
I spy an imperial pain.
The pillars of my psyche.
Oh.
He has these emotes too. Barkeep, you're so cute. What the fuck? What's wrong with you? Aaron! Ding 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 ding! Twink alert! Twink alert! Get those force fem juices pumping, girl. We got a live one!
I should have probably brought my rocket launcher, but I mean, hey, whatever. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm just gonna have to repair all my shit when I get back to base, though, because I died a few times. Why haven't you triggered the... I don't know, Cookie. Are you a twink? I don't know.
Cookie's a twink?
Oh,
Aaron! Ding 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 ding! Fucking twink alert! Twink alert! We got 2 live ones!
Oh, I generally don't go prying into whether someone's a twink or not. I don't know. Maybe I'm like the weird one here, but whenever I meet a femboy, I just assume they're straight. Whoa!
I thought twinks could be straight.
Well, the term itself is from like the gay community. The term twink.
Oh, okay. So
It is.
So to be clear, I always thought femboy and twink were basically
Some
interchangeable.
people just want to beat you.
Yeah.
Oh
that is
shit!
true.
Yay, high eyes.
Hey, Izanagi.
What the shit hit me?
Twink is traditionally a gay term. I did not know that.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Oh. Well. Here, I thought that when people said that, like you would be a full course meal for twinks, like I always thought they were like, oh man, like that'd be great. So now I understand that they probably want to put it in my butt.
Probably, yeah. I mean,
that's fine. I don't want to, but sure, go for it.
Here we see Yuna in the wild. She has encountered her natural enemy. A set of boxer size. This is a meme.
Pretty much.
This tutorial is soft locking me lol.
Wait, are you actually stuck? Like, twink is normally referring to a smaller gay man without body hair? I did not know that. I thought that it was basically just like a really cute dude. Like,
yeah. Oh yeah, no, that's what it means.
I thought it was like a cute dude with like smaller proportions. I did not realize it was specifically about gay men with no body hair. I'm wondering if my one coworker is twink. He's like a bit shorter, but he's also very muscly, but he's also getting all of the hair lasered off his body.
Then he wants to remain a twink. He doesn't want to become a twunk.
Oh, a twonk's like when you age out a twink?
No, a twunk is when you are a twink, but you tend to be a little on the, meatier side.
Okay.
Usually you have hair.
Got it. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm like a satyr, dude. Like, waist down, I'm hairy like my Italian brethren, and then waist up, it's like nothing, except for like my armpits.
Bast is half Italian and the Italian part is the lower half.
Yeah, luckily
You
Italians
might
have bigger
noticed unusual
peepees, so at least that
sensations,
tracks.
Knowledge surfacing without origin, instincts that feel calculated. This is expected. The
I'm
mnemonic
heavier
feather
everywhere, but
system
the top of
has
my
begun
head,
to
balding is
unspool
kicking
its
in hard. I'm
imprinted
sorry,
data.
bud.
Report back when you have
knock on
started to
desk.
recall
I'm
the
pretty
training.
happy with my hairline currently, but I'm lucky. My grandfather had hair for most of his life, and my dad really only has like a bald spot like in the back of his head. Like it's maybe about the size of a quarter, really. But his hair really just thinned out. That's really it. Genetic-wise, at least I'm looking pretty good.
Yeah, every fight I'm almost dying. So I don't know if I should be doing this. This is actually solo. This is actually kind of difficult. An otter is an otter is a hairy twink. Also, hello, Mr. Death Guard. How you doing? Welcome to the stream.
Mr. Death.
Yay high blue, yay high evil.
Oh, hey, evil autism. How you doing?
Also,
watch this.
yeah, I'm watching. How can Inca be like, man, how did we get here? And then we're all like, bitch, you fucking brought it up. Ooh, you're nice in black and white, but red all over. You're like a penguin in a blender. I love it. I absolutely adore that, actually. It's so cute.
Ow.
Good girl Inca, proud of you, spreadine chaos.
Good girl. She's so smart.
Now bark but seal bark.
Thank you, autism, for the heart attack, the minor heart attack. I'll be fine.
Good girl.
Fucking hell. Yeah, I don't know if y'all. I added a redeem that's basically just Godzilla roaring out of nowhere.
Is it loud as fuck?
Yeah, it's loud as fuck.
Well, sucks for you, but it's funny for us.
Oh yeah, no. Listen. Sometimes you just gotta have shit that makes the streamer like shit their pants on occasion.
Yeah, I mean I get it.
Yay, high fallen. Godzilla jump scare Yuzi.
Okay, I need to equip. Yeah, I know I earned specialization XP. Shut up.
Ew! Why the fire, yo? My chat learned I didn't have body hair and I painted my nails, had long hair. So they went down a rabbit hole of definitions and stuff. Is very educational. I mean, I get that. Listen, when I was in high school, I let a girl I was into paint my nails. And then we ended up dating. And, like, I've painted my nails a couple times here and there. Generally toenails, but, like, really only for costume purposes for Halloween. There's nothing wrong with dudes wanting to have longer hair. I mean, shit, I had my hair down to, like, my neck.
Dortai Phantom, it's based on Godzilla's atomic breath.
From the top of my head. Yes, Rihanna's atomic breath from Godzilla is her favorite button, besides the booby slider.
Hello, Mommy Rihanna. Hello, Bast and Bo. Have a good stream, you three.
Hey guys, good to see you, bud.
Hey, how you doing?
I actually consulted with Bo and other Godzilla experts for it.
You see,
Titangeist.
Now you see, I wouldn't consider myself an expert, but it is really cool. It is on point. Defend the beacon until against enemy reinforcements. Okay.
Always.
Big ooze. So, Bo, do you have a guild in Dune?
Yes, I do. It's on the Wrath server, Siege Cathebe. That's like the sub. Like there's the server and then there's the sub server. The server name, and then the sub servers are named after sieges. And ours is on Siege Cathebe on the Wrath server, and it's called I Don't Like Sand. Because of course it is.
Yeah, because it's coarse and gets everywhere, right?
Yeah, not like you.
Also, Rihanna, I gotta say, like, this is crazy for how good this looks as a PS2 game. Like, between the gameplay and the cutscenes, like, you could argue this looks maybe as good as the Trails game that came out. Sorry, not Trails. The Tales of Symphonia game. No, which is the well. First off, this looks better than Tales of Symphonia, which is the same console gen. But what's the Tales game that came out on the 360? Like this looks about as good as that. No, like this is
Vesperia.
Could be. It's the one with the little pirate lolly that like everyone got pissed off about because she was a PS3 exclusive after they said that Tales of Vesperia was going to be on 360 only. No, Symphonia is the PS2 game.
Ah, okay. So it was a case of Xbox players being mad at PlayStation players for getting an exclusive.
Well, what happened was Xbox was throwing a ton of money around to get Japanese exclusives on the console. That's why you got like Tales of Vesperia. That's why you got Blue Dragon from with art from Akira Toriyama, made by the original creator of Final Fantasy. Like that's why you got all those games on the 360, right? And
Okay.
they said, oh, it's gonna be an exclusive, right? But it sold like shit. So then they put it on PS3 with extra DLC and more content, and everyone was mad because I think that like I think like people dug into now. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but if I remember correctly, people dug into the code of the 360 disc and saw the pirate lolly on the disc, but it was locked because I guess they were planning on releasing her as DLC, but then never did because the sales were so bad. And that's why everyone was so pissed.
Right, so they just released it on PlayStation, like, here, have at, you know?
Yeah, here's the international edition.
That's poopy. Like that kind of anger I do get. Like, yeah, like literally just releasing the same game onto consoles with all the same data, but some of the data you just can't access because fuck you, I guess.
Yeah, well, it's the same thing that kind of happened with Street Fighter Cross Tekken, where all the DLC was like on the disc, and people, I forget what they did, but like the fucking PC players were able to mod the DLC and get it working online into the game, like within the first month. So like all of the console players were fucking pissed because everyone was playing all of the all the DLC characters for free.
So as you can see,
Yes.
we changed characters.
Yeah, now you're the hot girl.
She is a mage with summons.
I like that.
So I'm going to guess gigantic titties.
Like moderate titties. I mean, this is like, unfortunately, this ain't no stripper titties. The one thing I'll say about this, Rihanna, that I like, so like, I think what helps a lot with making this game look better than it actually probably does is the camera perspective. We talk a lot about like how adversity breeds creativity, and like taking advantage or acknowledging the limitations of your console and then making something that looks good is like an art in and of itself. I think that the forced perspective keeps it so that like, yeah, obviously Tales of Vesperia on 360 probably looked better if I were to look at them side by side.
Agreed.
But like, because the fact that the camera's pulled back a bit, it's at an angle, it has almost like for context, it has almost like a Diablo kind of look to it.
Yeah.
And like the style of game allows for it to kind of like make use of that cell shading. Like, especially if you were like back in the day on a CRT, right? Like nobody was seeing this shit in high def.
Yeah, nobody
So, like,
was.
like
I've seen whole arguments about like how games like that shouldn't come to modern consoles or modern re-releases because it ruins the experience because of the higher definition TVs we got nowadays. I don't think it's a good argument, but it's one that I've heard.
Yeah, I can understand that. Or at the very least, add like a CRT filter. That's what a lot of Capcom ports do.
Yeah, which I think is smart.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to. Speaking of which, I'm gonna have to warn my guildmates. All my guildmates are people from my Discord server.
I tried
by the
to
way.
add my own CRT filter, but sadly Twitch hates fun.
Yeah. Sadly, what happens is like it causes like this weird effect. Like, you ever see what happens when there's too many particle effects on the stream and it like makes everything go like super fucked up?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Basically, whenever we've tried to do a CRT filter, it treats each individual point of light as like a different like effect, and then it like royally fucks up the bit rate.
Oh.
Ah, fuck! Some dude hit you with a sword.
Oh no! The guy's got a flamethrower. Uh-oh.
Is that a player?
No, these are NPCs.
Gotcha.
Uh-oh. Oh, fuck. Shit. Ooh, okay. God, they fucking one-shot me. And for the record, I mean, I have, oh no. I have endgame gear on, so, yeah. I almost feel like this is meant to be done in a group.
Yeah, this is what happened to me a little bit when I was playing World of Warcraft. I know, terrible choice. And I ended up going into what turned out to be a dungeon by mistake, thinking it was just part of the quest line. And I'm like, man, everything is taking forever to kill now. And then I realized, oh, it's because this is a fucking dungeon, and it's expecting 4 or 5 or 6 players.
Yeah. Time to run. Time to run.
Sorry for my slowness, I see you.
No, you're all good. I mean, we're talking a lot.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Like, Mary asked, can I be your guildmate, Bo?
Hey, I don't mind if you want to hop on my server, and then if you join the game, I can get you in the guild.
Yeah. I don't know. Does this work in you?
Hold on. I'm sorry I didn't see your message, Mary. For context, I am unironically got a lock in for this, so I can't really pay attention to chat. I do apologize for that.
Yeah, and my bad. I just didn't read it out because you were talking to Bo specifically.
Yeah.
I was doing Stoopy.
Yeah, no, it's legit like, oh god, legit like, oh god, I'm gonna die levels of enemies right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got that guy.
I see someone. Alarm! The enemy is here.
Oh, that's what happened. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Ah, they called the fucking alarm again.
Son of a bitch!
Yeah. You congratulate me being famous on YouTube again. I mean, thank you all the same. I don't consider myself famous, though. I consider myself, uh-oh.
Oh, is your YouTube popping off? Congratulations.
Oh yeah, I'm over like 4,100 subscribers now.
Fuck yeah, dude! Congratulations, well earned.
I still don't consider myself anyone like
That
big,
is awesome, Bo.
Well, thank you.
Congrats.
Okay. Finally making some headway into this stupid base. All right.
Thai squad.
We see Rev says Desu covering funny drama. Yeah, no, yeah. Rev ends up reading a lot of my posts these days. Whenever there's something going
dope.
on. I mean, there's one like, I don't know if I should bring it up. Like
it's politics.
Bowman thinks Games Workshop always makes fantastic choices. Also, Furby lying and shit.
Yo, listen, I'm like,
lol, Furb.
Listen, at this point, I don't know if you know your 40K community personalities. I'm like the anti-Valrac because I'm really critical of Games Workshop.
Yeah, whereas, yeah.
Oh, whereas Valrac is like their unpaid hype guy.
Oh, so you're like the balance to the force.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh.
Bo is the no man. I mean, listen.
No idea who that is, but most people with V names are crazy. Gay, hi Loppy, it's been age.
Hey Lop, how you doing, bud?
Hey Lop, what up?
Time to kill the kitty. No, sorry. How to be like a kitty. I was about to be like, wait, what? I misread that.
Oh, I'm on fire. Shit.
No, like, here's the thing, right? Like, I just always looked at whatever you say as just being passionate about a hobby that you care about and invest a lot of time into. So, if people can't respect, like, all the different opinions and sides of an argument, then, like, or at least try to listen to them to understand them, then, like, fuck them.
Muashel Bonyamond.
Oh, so cute. Like a little kitty cat.
Well, I will have you know, I am not a cat.
No. I don't think you even have a cat variation, do you?
No, I don't. I only have one variation right now, though. Probably in the near future here, I'm gonna be commissioning Mist for another avatar.
Nice. I drew mine. I decided to make a fat fuck version of me.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just tell you what it's gonna be. I don't mind spoiling it. I don't mind spoiling it early. I want to make like myself out of the armor, basically.
Oh, neat. Are you gonna have a little?
I need Cardman Bast, but nice bow. Excited to see it.
Oh yeah, no, I like Cardbon me too. I can switch to that one if you want me to show Bo. Ferb drew me as Cardbon from I switched over to it. As Cardbon from Digimon when we were playing Time Stranger.
Oh yeah, I see you using that one. I just didn't know the context for it because, as much as I prefer Digimon, I don't pretend to know the most about it. Like, I legit haven't watched it since its like original TV runs. Like actual decades. Reminds me. Oh God, I don't know if you probably saw me posting about it on like Twitter or talking about it elsewhere. The fact that now you guys know probably very well by now, I do not like Gundam Wing, right?
Yeah.
Well, on my Discord server, we've been watching the Mobile Suit Gundam franchise for a long time now. And we got through all of Universal Century, and then we got to the AUs. We watched 00 first, and then we watched G Gundam. We watched 00 first because that's my favorite AU. But then we're like, okay, we're gonna watch G Gundam, and I was like, you know what? Well, we're gonna get to Turn A eventually, and before you watch Turn A, you kind of gotta watch Wing and X. And I initially wanted to avoid, Wing because I'm not a fan of it, right?
Yeah.
So we decided, okay, you know what, fuck it, we'll put Wing on. Maybe we can at least have a laugh at it or whatever. We put Wing on. It's legitimately the first time I've watched it since 2002, something like that, right? So we're talking 23 years since I've last watched it. I love the show.
I'm glad you like it. Sometimes that just happens. Sometimes you're like that's kind of. I feel like I'm gonna be the same with something that you'll be like, Joe, are you fucking serious? But when I saw Serial Experiments Lane in high school, I didn't like it. I was like, this fucking sucks, and I dipped. And I love Dot Hack Sign, so you would have thought I would have been primed to like Lane. But yeah, no, I just didn't dig it, and I want to see it at some point with Rihanna and people because I feel like I'm gonna love the show now that I'm more mature and I can kind of handle it.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, why suddenly I like it when I didn't like it before, but Ash came up with a semi-convincing answer. Now, I've told you that while I was trying to watch Gundam Wing, I was being harangued by Fujos in high school because I was openly gay, right?
Damn, dude.
Good for
you because that must not have been easy.
I was being harangued by them because they wanted the gay opinion on fucking Gundam Wing.
Then you were like, well, fuck this show because all the fucking Fujos are being annoying about it.
Yeah, no, Ash thinks I may legit have some kind of trauma going on with the fact I was putting up with constant, Fujos breathing down my neck and I couldn't just enjoy myself.
It's not your fault, Bo.
There has been hotel fan base effect.
Yes, it's not your fault, Bo. To quote Good Will Hunting, it's not your fault.
Oh no! I thought you were quoting. Bitsy from Legend of Evantris because I've seen that short where she's like, "It's not your fault."
No idea.
Oh, you never seen that? Oh, it's. I'll have to link it to you. If I try to explain it without the further context, it'll be it won't make any sense.
Oh yeah. Rihanna, I forget what was Aaron's character name in City of Heroes? It was something Fujoshi. Was it Toxic Fujoshi?
Useless Fujoshi.
Useless Fujoshi. Yeah. She was all about her character in City of Villains was all about trying to force femme people and make every character gay in a Fujoshi way. It was really funny, actually.
Ow, 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 ow. Uh-oh. Oh no, I gotta reload, reload.
The thing going back to what you were saying before too about like Games Workshop and being like the anti of somebody else, like the other thing too is some people just don't want to listen to other opinions and they just want to be mad and they look at anything as like a fucking slight, and it's like, dude, like even like reasonable criticisms get taken as like bullshit. So like, you know, I kind of look at it where if people are going to be pissy about it, you know, fuck them. If they can't handle real feedback, and they're not even the company. They're just they're just fucking fans, then like that's more of a you problem than anything else.
Yeah, like
Not even fans.
Oh yeah.
Ow! Oh, God damn it. Oh, I'm gonna die here again, aren't I?
Oh. Maybe you should leave the cave.
Maybe I
or call the boys.
I really don't know how I've got like the top tier gear available. I really don't know what to do.
Okay, your choices are beat your head against the wall until you win, or leave in disgrace.
You know what? I'm gonna go, actually.
Oh, I would dip too, dude. I would be like, nah, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
You ever hear the song "Fuck This Shit, I'm Out"?
Yeah. No, this is exactly how I feel.
Yep. Excuse me, please, but I really just want to leave.
What's my favorite mobile suit in Double O? Oh yeah. Favorite mobile suit in Double O. That's a really tough one because I love all the designs. But honestly, I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm gonna be very basic bitch with this. It's a tie between Double O Riser and Reborn Gundam.
I don't remember either of those.
They're the main character, main villain's suits. You like the GNX?
The Thrones and Longshot suit.
Also, I apologize. Tummy slightly.
Yay, hi you.
Tummy slightly hungo. So I'm gonna go grab a snack really quick. I'll be right back.
I was about to say Bass Tummy Hort. That means we have to mark him down on the
dummy cakes, hee hee.
Yeah, we have to mark Bass down on the VTuber menstruation website because he said Tummy Hort.
Oh, I just have GI problems. But okay.
I mean, they're basically the same thing when you really
the
think
vagina
when
and
you see Bastards on the bowel movement tracker.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. The uterus and the stomach are not even remotely in the same place, Bo. And I am not on the poop tracker.
I mean, they're both in the abdomen, roughly. So.
I mean, yeah, I guess. And I guess you could, with your wiener, you could push one into the other.
Yeah, it's like because Ash has been annoyingly bringing up Mpreg a lot. So, and that's got me thinking of the hit Arnold Schwarzenegger film Junior, and I'm like, where was he holding that baby?
So you ever? Okay, this is gonna be a lot of TMI. But have you ever been fingering a girl and then you actually kind of pinch your thumb and pointer finger between her ass and vagina?
No.
Okay. Well, in that situation, it's like what happens.
As you can see, Bast is recorded on the tracker.
Shut the fuck up! I hate that Ferb made this art. Ferb, you bastard, traitor!
Based Ferb. Now we know.
But yeah, no, I was just gonna say that's what happens when like it's like about as close as the uterus and the stomach get to touching.
Oh, okay.
I regret not wearing headphones at the office now. Oh, well, Big Dong, with that kind of name, I don't know, man.
I mean, okay, listen.
You're listening to Marshall Bow. What did you expect, homie?
Sorry, Dami. Also, it's been ages. How are you?
Hello, I'm incredibly cursed.
Yeah, none of your coworkers should know that your name is Big Dong Daddy Doom. If it helps, we've had people's parents walk in with me saying curse shit. At least I didn't talk about like way worse stuff.
That's true.
So you know, be grateful, I guess. But yeah, now I really do want to go get a snack. My tummy hurt.
Dami has bomb and will a hostage if y'all don't strip.
He's got a bomb.
I gotta repair all my shit's busted after that. Jesus Christ. Okay, all my shit's repaired now. But my God, I was getting my ass beat.
Sorry, cutie.
Oh no, I kind of want the challenge just because I mean I don't want all the PvE content just to be like pushover city, So I'm glad it's difficult. I just wasn't bracing for it. I wasn't expecting it, but I like the fact it's difficult. Also, my bags are incredibly full. Yeah, I can definitely say when it comes to the new patch content, the challenge is definitely there. So that's good.
I'm back. Also, I think the heat's busted in my fucking apartment, so I'm gonna have to call tomorrow and get that fixed.
Yeah, you ain't gonna freeze to death or nothing, right?
No, but I did wake up and it was like 58 degrees in my apartment last night, and I was hoping it was just like a hitch, but no, it's been trying to run for...
Send them my Twitch instead. Anyone in IT is bound to be super autistic and ignorate lol.
Oh my God. But it's been trying to run for 2 hours, and it's barely holding at 66 degrees in the house, so it's like, okay, there's a problem.
Yeah, that's not good. I'd call the repair people in that case.
IT, so the odds are high, fam.
Okay, so I'm not gonna be doing that content anymore for now, but so I will be able to read chat more. But yeah, no, it's like I was just saying to Riona back there at Bast, is that I'm really glad that this new PvE content they added is like challenging, And I haven't even done the actual what do you call it? Like the end game dungeons they added now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they added they added a bunch of those too.
Mary said, you better read this message out loud. I mean, okay.
Oh,
I don't know what you wanted me... I don't know what you... I mean, you did... Okay, I read that. You're welcome.
I was not expecting that pounding, but it was welcome all the same. Marshall Bowenbond.
Oh, okay. I mean, I was going to ignore that for the lulz. Because she didn't highlight it, but, it's fine.
No, it's not. It's
Jonge and Bast. I'm just running wie to see you can't stay because you've work.
I'm sorry, Big. Well, thank you for coming in.
Hee Big, be well.
all right. I need to make myself some more healing kits. I used a lot of them. 7, 8, 9. I have to do basic math. My brain on fire.
My poor brain.
13. I need to make 13 Mark II healing kits. Okay. Listen, God did not intend me to do math.
He intended for you to dance.
Well, listen, I like to quote McBain from The Simpsons, which is, I came here to lead, not to read.
I mean, I respect that.
Yeah. For those who don't know, at a very young age, I was diagnosed with a learning disorder called dyscalculia. For those who don't know what that is, it's dyslexia for numbers and math.
Oh shit! You remember you telling me about that actually?
Yeah. I unironically have an incredible amount of trouble doing math above an elementary school level. And it's not that I'm dumb. My brain just sees numbers and just shuts down. Like, it's kind of become a joke in my community that whenever I try to do math, me trying to do math is the reason I'm bald, because all the hair turned off my head from overclocking my brain.
I mean, listen, dude, I get it. There are certain things I just can't physically process, where I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, it's like, I mean, it's not, and like, I got through, you know, like, I had to take, you know, classes specifically for people with, you know.
Ye fam now and forever.
Yeah, I had to take classes, you know, for people with learning disabilities to do my, you know, to get through, like, school and stuff when it came to math, but, you know, it all worked out. But to this day, it's like, oh, okay, there goes that dream to be an astronaut I had. I'm sort of a guy who like, you know, who's like brain fries when he tries to do like, you know, basic multiplication can pilot a spaceship, right?
Listen, if you can't, we're gonna make a spaceship that can.
Oh, does this mean I get like a sassy AI companion who gets to live in my head and, you know, kind of low-key flirt with me through the whole story, and then we get to the fourth game in the series, and a new writing team takes over, and they write us so that, like, we're kind of in love, even though it's kind of weird.
Oh, are you talking about Mass Effect?
No, Halo.
Oh! Yeah, okay. So, listen. I have not played Halo 5 Guardians or Infinite, but, like, every time I try to will myself to want to play them, everybody just is like, avoid.
You know what? Yeah, I join on that regard. I have no love for. I mean, look, I'm okay. For a guy who loves military sci-fi as much as I do, Halo never gripped me like other franchises did. I don't really know why. It just didn't.
Gotcha.
But at the same time, I recognize that Halo is excellent regardless.
Yeah.
And one of, like, you know, the most important video game franchises ever made. It just never gripped me the way, you know, other things did, like, say, you know, Godzilla, Warhammer, Legend of the Galactic Heroes, that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
you know, more recently, like Mobile Suit Gundam. But
by the time I was really aware of Halo, the story had gone down the toilet.
Yeah.
Yep. But all the same, I fully recognize the absolute shitstorm that is Halo in its current state, and I really feel bad for fucking, what do you call it, Halo fans and what they've had to put up with.
Oh yeah, dude, they're so fucked. Like, we've switched over to Unreal Engine 5 now, which is a buggy piece of shit. And I'm just hoping the remake of 1 is good, but I'm already nervous because they didn't include the multiplayer. What the fuck?
Yeah, like, you know, the thing that, you know, as good as Halo was, it's the multiplayer that kept things around. Or kept people around. Like, kept people playing.
Exactly.
Like, why would you not have the multiplayer? That just makes no fucking sense to me.
I don't know. Well, my assumption is that they're gonna release almost like a live service, like free-to-play Halo platform, where you'll get your multiplayers, and then they'll just make Halo campaigns, like almost like they do with Call of Duty.
Oh.
Where like they might just do something like that. That's my personal tinfoil hat theory.
You know what? I kind of believe it too. I ain't gonna lie. That's like one of those. Yeah, that's like one of those.
43 months. Good lord. How have you tolerated me this long?
Hey, Stolt, thank you, bud.
Yay, hi, Stolt.
Hey, Stolt. And you know what? I ask the same thing of my community. Sometimes I just really don't get what people find entertaining about me, even though I at the same time am grateful. It's like, I'm grateful, but.
Ello, su prima Miriona. Ello, Dark Daddy Bast. Ello, Marshall.
Hey, Ak.
Yay,
hey, Ak. How you doing? Yeah, but I'm in that same boat where it's like, I'm glad y'all are entertained by my, you know, autistic rambling, but all the same, I sometimes I just want to know why.
And Shushbo, you're a good man and wonderful friend.
Exactly.
Well, thanks.
You got a big wiener.
I mean, so I've been told. I mean, I've been told that. I also don't believe. I also don't believe it.
Thank you, but why? I know, right?
Because the Shinine Force is a giant mecha fortress.
That is pretty dope, actually.
Behold.
You know what? I just looked over to the stream and I saw your stream and I saw the fortress, and all I can think of when I see that is the Thundercats base.
Oh my god, you're totally right, because it had
Same.
the arms out.
Yeah, no. The Thundercats base and or wait, no. Shit, was there an Ultrazord that had arms out like that? I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Yeah, it's been a. I was legit just talking about this the other day, where it's like the Power Rangers I'm most used to is the Power Rangers I'm most used to is that original set of seasons up to the point where they finally permanently defeated Rita and Zed and all them.
Yeah.
Like that same storyline that went as it went. Like, I'm used to that, but I mostly tuned out at Power Rangers after that. The last one I remember watching was Lightspeed Rescue, so that's how far back it's been since I watched Power Rangers.
Oh,
I love how Zed was legit so scary they had to tone him down because he was traumatizing kids.
No, okay, no shit. It's actually true, because I tuned into that shit when it first came on, right? Like, we were like, oh, okay, they're putting this first episodes of this new season on at night. And we're like, me and my brother were like, stay up and watch it. So we're watching it, and then the new bad guy shows up. It's this motherfucker who he's this dude with like a silver skeleton mask, and he's just got no skin. Like
Oh my god.
Like he just walks out fucking exposed muscle with tubes pumping liquid on his body, and just completely shit mixes the Power Rangers main villain in no time, like Rita.
Yeah.
And he just ice cold blasts Rita into space.
Yeah, and then they try fighting him once and he blows the Zords up. So yeah, it's like they absolutely set him up as the new big bad. And even though I didn't find him scary, I can absolutely understand the logic of, oh, he may be too scared for kids. It's the whole okay, this motherfucker got no skin.
Well, he just looked like a fucking veiny ball sack.
A little bit, yeah.
No wonder he's scaring the shit out of people.
Okay, this I can just purchase, but this requires...
As strange as he was, I liked the Ivan Ooze movie.
Oh no, I do too. Okay, listen. Don't get me wrong. That original live-action Power Ranger movie from like the 90s was cheesy as hell.
Ivan Ooze was awesome.
And that's like why it's good, because it's not trying to be more than Power Rangers was. And then there's
Every line out of him was pure gold.
Yeah. And then there's that fuck-ass newer one they did, which just no.
I loved that movie as a kid, and I remember watching it over and over again. I can still remember the opening scene where they jump out of the helicopter to skydive, and the cool White Ranger literally has like a fucking snowboard attached to his feet.
Because fuck you, that's why.
Because fuck you, why not? I remember thinking that shit was so cool when I was a kid.
Yeah, no, exactly. Well, listen. Like, unironically, Tommy Oliver...
I missed so much the Black Plague, the Inquisition, the Brady Bunch reunion.
That's one of the... Okay, Riona, that's one of the best lines ever committed to film. That line is unironically one of the best lines ever committed to film.
That's so funny.
The Brady Bunch reunion is held in such contempt by humanity that it deserved that insult. That is actually great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, hi Rajanka, how are you?
Hey, Rachanka.
Hey, Chonka, how you doing?
Bud?
Oh, okay, Rajanka. I thought you said Chonka. That's one of my regular viewers. I was like,
Oh.
I did. Okay, that's me being the dumb. That's me being the
No,
dumb.
it's fine. I've definitely misunderstood. I've definitely like misread similar names and thought like this was another person.
Mhm.
Like, and like fucking like was talking to them, assuming they were like somebody I knew, and then I'm like, oh, I'm a fucking dumbass. But you were nice enough to not be like, I don't know this guy, but he's being really friendly, so I'm just gonna let him ride. It's like when remember how people would say that oh gosh, what's the guy's name that played Frodo in Lord of the Rings?
Oh, fucking shit. Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood, thank you. You fucking
The Sin City guy.
Yes, you got there like a pixel before Izanagi did. But yeah, it's like I think Elijah Wood gets mistaken for another actor when they're out. So like they just pretend to be the other actor so they don't disappoint fans.
That's it's kind of funny, not gonna lie.
Oh yeah. I appreciate it.
I'm at that really obnoxious point in a lot of RPGs where it's like I've got skill points and I don't know what the hell to spend them on.
We get a giant sci-fi castle and free doggo.
Oh, sick. That's always a good thing. Bo, for you, my recommendation is I guess health, because you keep dying.
Oh no. I've got listen, I unironically I have I have the I've got the field med. Oh, I don't have the health. I don't actually. Shit, you're actually right there, Bast.
Oh, I was just being a shitter.
Oh, well, you're not being a shitter.
Well, I am, but like not like I accidentally slipped into having an okay opinion one time. So don't give me too much credit. That's like the one thing I usually always ignore upgrading my health in games like this, and then I pay for it. Like oh god, I forget what game it was. Maybe it was like one of those Diablo style games where they were like, you know what it was? Elden Ring. Elden Ring was like a game where like if you did not invest in health, you needed to at least be able to survive like a hit, right?
Yeah.
And that game punished me devastatingly for not having health and not caring about health. That game said, fuck
The game
yo
without
shit.
vigor is legit hard mode.
Yes, Rihanna, I fucked up so bad when I remember I didn't have health and I was like, why are you all getting so much farther than me? And then you and Mike and Andrew had to go help me find where I could get the respec thing with the Hogwarts lady.
Oh yeah, the what's it called? Little fetus baby that you got to feed her.
Yeah,
and then she lets
that
you
little
respec.
fucker. Yeah. But I didn't know where they were. So like, and this is like week 1 of us playing the game. So there was no fucking guide to anywhere. So we're like, fuck. This person has one in their inventory. I guess I was here. Go check.
Yep.
go to the spot.
Oh, Bast.
Marvel tier.
Bast, if you check out my stream real quick, I want you to see something.
I have them both up.
Yeah,
I've been watching the entire time.
Here's my
your dragonfly, nice. Yeah, it looks really nice.
Yeah, this is an assault doctor. This is mine, which I've given it Gundam colors.
I do appreciate that.
Yeah. I had a buddy who was playing the game with me who for him Char Enzible was his literally me character, if you know what I mean.
Oh no.
So when he played, he was like obsessed with trying to find a red color set for his Thopters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a red color set and like what do you call it? Exotic or unique patterns that were literally just speed, like for parts for the Thopter. Just because he wanted to go fast.
Nice.
Yeah.
Exotic red butters.
Exotic red butter. Okay, you've triggered a really weird memory in me, Riona. That's when Ash and I were playing Guild Wars 2, and there was they did a patch, and then after the patch, there was a actual bug where the crafting material for food of butter was dropping too much. And it was like, it was clogging people's, inventories. There was so much dropping, and this led Ash making jokes about a butter-based economies that were apparently actually a thing at one point in like tribal societies. And you talking about, and you bringing up butter brought that up because my brain is wired weird.
That reminds me of...
Love Guild Wars 2.
Oh, that's funny. I didn't know that was in Guild Wars 2. But yeah, that you know what that reminds me of is I just heard recently that apparently there's a bank in Italy that literally has its currency backed by Parmesan cheese wheels.
Tive Malik.
Well, that wouldn't surprise me considering that, the Italians are okay.
Look, they take their cheese insanely serious.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna make the spicy hot take here. The whole you can't call it champagne because you didn't make it into this very specific region of France has always been like cringe. Always been cringe to me.
I get that. I know that they have that with like what's the one that's made in Scotland? Scotch. They have like Scotch from Scotland or bourbon from Bourbon County, Alabama. But then like, well, what's funny? I think with bourbon, they actually will like kind of like how every panda isn't technically owned outside of China. They're all rented from China.
Yeah.
It's kind of like they will rent out Bourbon County barrels for people to make bourbon outside of Bourbon County. No, Bourbon County, Alabama, I thought. You think the Californians know how to make bourbon?
Bourbon is the best in the world.
Well, honestly, the funny thing about in this case,
Kentucky.
The funny thing about the champagne in this case is that okay, so I'm not one to normally praise California, so don't think this is going to start a trend, okay? But I'm like this, like they have to call it sparkling wine. It's just champagne made in California, right?
Yeah.
They're not allowed to call it champagne, but it still wins all the champagne competitions anyway.
Right.
Yeah. Like, I mean, hey, look, like I said, I'm not one to praise California, but you know what? Good on you in this case. You beat the French.
Yeah, it's like you ever heard the phrase "me versus my brother," or me and my brother versus our cousin, or me, my brother, and our cousin versus the world?
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, so it's very much like that. It's like, okay, you're fucking California, but you're still American. God damn it.
Yeah,
Fuck them up.
It's like me and the Californians have formed an uneasy alliance against the French.
Yeah, I mean, I respect it. Don't worry.
Yeah. I will die on the hill that France's only good export is Sarui, and that's it.
I mean, champagne is good. There's like probably some French stuff I like. I don't know. I did to think about it. I don't really think about what comes from France that I like. You know what I mean?
Yep. Oh, and if you will check out my stream really quick, not to distract from Riona's, but
no, you're good.
This is the deep desert.
Okay, it looks like a desert.
Yeah, no, yeah, this is like the end game zone with all the end game materials. And everything past the northern half of it is a PvP zone.
Oh shit! Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
But this is where you find the end game materials and where you find the spice. Speaking of which,
Eddie does like spice.
Speaking of which, I see some right there. It's that purple patch right in front of me.
Ooh, banana. Sorry, I don't know why I went Donkey Kong there, but
banana. Rotate. Yeah. Rotate banana. Oh.
I hate you more. The French enters the room. Brother, the weirdos enter. Let's bully him. Exactly.
Yeah. Oh shit! I forgot to equip something that I need to equip.
BK.
Okay, you're gonna see an old friend here in a moment, Bast.
Ooh, me likey.
So
I'm dipping back and forth like paint. I basically one eye per stream.
Yeah.
Why is the spice purple?
In this case, it's strictly to distinguish it as like a collectible resource.
It should be red on orange. I hate it.
Well, I mean, okay, okay, but to be fair, they couldn't get that right about Channy's hair color in either adaptation, so there's that too. Listen. I'm not gonna listen. I loved what the fuck, the Blade Runner actress. She played Rachel in Blade Runner. She played Channy in the 80s adaptation. Loved her in the role. Channy's supposed to be a redhead.
Yeah, I forgot about that, I'll be honest.
Oh, you can hear him skulking about there.
Oh god. I don't have audio on, by the way.
Oh, Warudo is acting up 1 sec.
Oh, no worries, girlie. Take your time.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm assuming Wormy McSquirmy's about to come and say hi?
Yeah, because I'm walking on the sand to gather the spice, and that pisses him off. He doesn't like that. You know what I'm gonna do here? I'm gonna do the dumbest thing you can do on the open desert in Dune.
Based.
Shield on.
Oh.
And as you can see, this creates a lot of worm aggro.
Yeah,
Here
I
he
saw
comes.
that red line
Here he comes.
go up bigly. Oh no! Oh no! Get up there, dude! Get the fuck out of there!
You can see where the. Oh, you might be able to see him come through the dune here. 1 sec.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice.
Because he's going to be beelining to where I was. You know what? That little squiggly line means you're pissing the. Oh, there he is. There he goes.
Yo.
Yep.
Okay, that's cool. That is really cool.
And here's the thing: unlike any other form of dying in this game, if you are killed by Shai Hulud, you lose all your stuff.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah. All your stuff is gone. There's no recovering it. All that expensive gear you've put together, you got to make more. There's no body to recover. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Nice.
not surprised. I'm not surprised about that.
Yep. Yeah, no. The deep desert is the deep desert. It's like, man, that shit's scary. You know.
It should be.
Yeah.
It should be fucking terrifying.
Yeah, like the
pooping yourself when you're out there.
Yeah, like the main play zone is called Haga Basin. It's inside the Greater Shield Wall. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's not. There are worms, but it's like not as dangerous because there's like way more rock formations to like jump between. That's entirely how you know you make. Oh, okay. Fuck me. There's a storm popping up. It's nowhere. No, it's nowhere near. It's nowhere near me though. It's gonna pass. Oh, it's gonna pass in front of me. But
I was like, be safe.
Yeah, there's no, you know, there's like more places to like find shelter in Haga Basin, like more rock formations. So that's how they justify the ground vehicles. You can't drive infinitely on the ground on this open sand. The worm will get you. It's inevitable.
Mm-hmm.
But what you can do is hop from rock formation to rock formation, like on your bike or your buggy, and that's how you use a ground vehicle. But out here, that ain't happening. There's nowhere you can like, on the open deep desert, you can drive for that long without getting eaten.
Oh yeah, 100%. No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I do like that though. I like the sense of danger.
Yeah. There's absolutely a sense of danger. One of the early quests in this game, when you start the game, you start in what's called Haga Basin South. That's the what do you call it? That's like the first zone, right? Like the newbie zone.
Yeah.
And the first story missions in that zone is you have to build your first bike, and there's a long expanse of oh, that's okay. This is E1. I got to turn around. Approaching the PvP zone, but there's a long, like, just open dune expanse between Haga Basin South and the Vermilius Gap. That's the second zone. You have to hop on your bike, ford the dunes, and pray to God, basically.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's kind of we made it kind of a ritual in our guild. You can't get help from the guild until you've made that journey across the dunes to Vermilius Gap, because that's where our base is located.
Oh.
You have to
kind of like you have to survive the passage. That makes sense.
And then once you get to the base, you got to strip naked and go get eaten by Shai
Nice.
Hulud. It's a ritual.
Hell yeah, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, like the only thing we give you is like a basic bitch shield. Like go out into the desert, turn that on, and turn that on and say your prayers, basically.
Wait to find God.
Yeah.
I mean, I appreciate some good, wholesome hazing.
Yeah.
Especially when there's no real consequence.
Yeah. And what do you call it? It's funny too, because Millie, who's in my guild, she made what's called, we call it the Wurch, or it's short for the Worm Church. Like, she built a base out in the northern part of what do you call it? Like out in the northern part of this zone called Sheol. That's like radioactive. It's like the worst zone in Haga Basin.
Yeah.
And she built this this church to Shai Hulud out in northern Sheol. We call it the Worm Church. It was a funny story because with how the game was for a while, where there wasn't much to do, we were taking a break from it, and we just assumed the Worm Church was blown down by the sands, which can happen if you don't take care of your base.
Oh, okay. Well, that's nice. At least there's like a reason to upkeep it.
Yeah, and Pascal, Cowboy Pascal, who's also in my guild, went out after we all reinstalled, was the first one back in, and decided to go check on the Worm Church Millie's Worm Church out in Sheol, and it was still standing.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Yeah. My only reaction to that was Arrakis trains the faithful. Which is
oh man, okay.
For those who don't know their Dune, that is a recurring statement by the Fremen, the native inhabitants of Arrakis.
Oh yeah, one of my favorite things.
Dutch.
One of my favorite phrases. I named a Discord server for just some close friends.
Mm-hmm.
After this, do you remember the Babel problem?
It sounds familiar. Remind me.
It's from one of the pre-chapter excerpts, like when they're talking about it's from Dune Messiah. It's where someone is talking about like Paul, and like his effect on everything. And the idea is basically that you could have all the right information and you could still logically come to a sound conclusion, but have that conclusion still be incorrect based on something.
Yeah.
So it's really just kind of like the impetus to question everything and never be too sure of your own. Never be so sure of your own insights to not even bother just questioning them every now and again.
Yeah, like you can't know everything.
Yeah. To quote Scary Movie 3, yo, we know the known unknowns, but we don't know the unknown unknowns.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe I'm just weird, but I perfectly comprehend that logic.
Oh, same. Like they made fun of it in the movie, but it was just funny. It was just very fair.
Yeah, I think can be a joke and be right at the same time.
Yeah, 100%.
The absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. Yeah, exactly. Is an argument.
Oh
exactly.
Yeah, that's from the Boondocks.
You know what? You know what though? There's also something else from the Boondocks that I love, but for the life of me, I can't quote it, and you can probably guess why.
Skill issue. I know everyone, even things I don't know.
That's like I can't properly quote the line from Chappelle's Show, where Charlie Murphy is Prince is fucking up the couch, and then Charlie Murphy punches him in the face.
Oh yeah, no, that's my favorite. That's my favorite Chappelle Show skit. Oh wait, is that? Oh, hello, Spice. How you doing? I'm just gonna steal you now.
Rihanna, I love the steampunky insides of the fortress.
Oh,
it's so cool.
There he is. There he is out there.
Also, I love me some big cogs just spinning for no good reason. It reminds me a lot of.
Same.
You know what it reminds me of, Brianna? It reminds me a lot of Dark Cloud 2. Dark Cloud 2 had a lot of that same kind of
Yay,
big
high
cog
red
energy.
leader. Yeah.
And
know
so
what?
does fuck, sorry, you go on.
I know what Bass is a fan of. Bass is probably a fan of Unlimited Blade Works.
Oh, buddy. I'm a Type Moon stan.
Yeah.
I have a fucking figure of Arcwade from
Bastardors
Tsukihime.
Patent Sukan.
Yeah, Brianna and I literally played through all of Tsukihime Arcwade's route together, and that shit was fucking magical.
Man, listen, all I gotta say is, I do not accept Fate Apocrypha slander in my house. We love Fate Apocrypha.
Oh,
And it's
So
not,
high.
and it's not just, because it's the
Wrong
one with
and gross.
Astolfo either. Astolfo's not
Gross
even
and wrong.
Astolfo's not even my favorite character in Apocrypha. It's Karna.
I mean, listen. Which one's Karna? Oh, is Karna the sun guy?
Yeah, the Lancer who could actually, like, just crack the continental shelf
deserved
open
better.
with his Vlad deserved better. Yeah, no, he
100%.
got fucked over so hard by his master in the end.
Listen, I will try to not judge you, but Apocrypha is dog shit, chat. Apocrypha is mega dog shit that has some good ideas and a few good characters. But having Gilgamesh be not Gilgamesh, fuck. What's the main character's stupid fucking
Sieg's a great character though.
Sieg is an awful character. Shut up.
Why? Okay, why do you think he's an awful character?
Oh my god, dude, it's been so many years. I'd have to go rewatch it to come up with like a full, like, great list about it. But like, he's such a pussy. We lost a good character to keep him alive. Like, Joan of Arc was way better when she wasn't fucking wrapped around the Sieg axle. Like, ugh.
Okay, I'm gonna contest your points here. So,
right.
So first point,
Must be very cool maxing ATM.
So first point. Hold on. Citrus Gaming 22, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Crusade.
Thank you, Citrus.
But okay, so you say he's a pussy, okay? Now I've seen this thing is like, oh, he has no personality, and it's like his entire character arc is that he was literally born yesterday and doesn't know what it means to be human, and he's like learning what it means to be human throughout the show. And on top of that, because you brought up the fact that Siegfried sacrifices himself early on to save Sieg.
Yep.
Like, that's another whole aspect of it. He's trying to find a way to earn the life he's been given, which only exists at the cost of another.
I mean, I understand your point, but let me give you a counterexample.
Mm-hmm.
Did you like the movie The Joker?
Yeah, I did.
Did you enjoy the Joker getting shit on for the first 80% of the movie, or was it like hard for you to watch? But you're happy that by the end he finally had the cathartic like snap moment.
Yeah, because that's the whole point of the character is that he's going through it and then finally reaches that point where he just has enough of the world, and that's just like it's a start of darkness, but ultimately it's also like
liberation.
Yeah. Oh, hello.
But, like, did you like him then? Or were you just like, I feel bad for this guy because he sucks. But, like, and he is getting dogged on infinitely, and this sucks to watch.
Get there, Mary, good luck.
Oh, you need some Gambate to finish up work. Oh, hey, good luck, Mary. Finish up your work.
Good luck, Mary.
But, honestly, no, I still liked him like that. I don't think a character being underdeveloped one way or another, while they're deliberately... a character being deliberately underdeveloped in order to tell the story that you're trying to tell with them. I don't see that necessarily as a bad thing with Sieg or the Joker.
So I have the opposite opinion, where, like, the Joker, I did not like him as a character at first. I was like, this guy fucking sucks, but, like, his life is so cruel to him. This is fucking hard as shit to watch. And, like, it's cinched around the knowing that there's going to be a point where he's had enough and decides to grow a pair, right? And in my opinion, Sieg never really had the development to give me that, like, turn. At least in my opinion. Again, I haven't seen it in many years. I saw this fucking, like, 10 years ago. So this could be my Gundam Wing, and then I go back and like it. But
it probably would be. Listen, as a guy who's gone from a certified Gundam Wing hater to Gundam Wing lover over the course of 2 weeks, 2 watch-alongs across 3 now. 3 watch-alongs across 3 weeks. Yeah, no, it can happen.
Oh yeah,
because
I'm
it's
not
like
against it happening too, by the way.
Yeah, because Sieg has two distinct character arcs through the show. Like one in part one, one in cores are in anime, right? Like first 12 episodes, second 12 episodes, like that. Yeah, like in the first 12 episodes, it's basically he's like Jeanne d'Arc does not want him to be in the Grail War, right?
Yeah.
Like she does not want him to be there, but he feels responsible for the fact that his life can only exist because one of the servants sacrificed himself so he could live.
Well,
and
I thought it was also because he wanted to save the other homunculi.
That too. It's a combination of both. Because like he feels like he owes them fighting, and he also wants to save the other homunculi, who have not been given that chance to live like him. And ultimately, that's what drags him back into the war. And that's wrestling with that is his character development in part one. In part two, it's on the back of coming off the first battle, which left most of the half the servants dead, and then what he's wrestling with then is like basically his naivety about the human race, because he's only ever gotten these like relatively positive interactions with people, and then the fight with Jack the Ripper happens, and he sees the ugly side of the human race.
Right.
And then this is contrasted with, the villain, Amakusa, and the fact that he believes humanity is beyond saving and can only be saved, like, with the power of the Grail. So it's contrasting, Sieg's, essentially he has his, he has his, his nihilism cherry popped by the, by the fight with Jack. And then on top of this, it's, again, contrasted with Amakusa, whose whole deal is like he's seen the ugly side of humanity, like firsthand.
Yeah.
Because he was like, a martyred Japanese Christian saint.
Yeah.
And in his case, he believes humanity is beyond saving. And the only way to save them is to use the Holy Grail to basically forcefully stagnate humanity so they can't really decide to sin, And it's like, it's basically Sieg wrestling with his own doubts of the human race, but also fighting this guy who's completely committed to a goal like that. Finding the value in humanity, the species that he's just joined and knew nothing about until like a couple days ago.
I mean, I get that, but I also just think, like, I understand your point that he has a lot more character than people give him credit for, and maybe that is true, but, like, at least with me watching and not being, I'm a big Fate guy. I saw the original Dune anime with Saber. I've seen Unlimited Blade Works. I went and saw the movie. I saw all the movies for Heaven's Feel in theaters.
Those movies are great. I love those.
Those movies were great. I have the Sakura figure from the second movie, actually, where she's like all dressed to impress.
Yeah.
And then trust me, I love Fate.
I don't doubt you. I don't doubt you for a minute. Don't worry.
My problem is, like, I think maybe I went in too much with the energy of wanting to see someone like Shiro, and I just didn't get it. And maybe that was the problem. Is like I needed to be more open to like what it was trying to be and not what it wasn't.
Yeah, because because absolutely, I will say absolutely, Sieg is not a protagonist.
He wasn't suicidal enough to be Shiro.
He didn't have the right degree of completely broken survivor's guilt.
Yeah.
To the point of saying, "Oh, I survived, therefore my life has no value," because that's basically Shiro, even if he would never admit it, and copes about it a lot, but that's basically his character. But it's like, what's the other thing? What was the other thing? I will say, don't get me wrong, I don't think Fate Apocrypha is perfect. I don't think anything is perfect. Everything is flaws somewhere.
Oh, sure.
I think the big problem with Fate Apocrypha, and it's mostly in part one.
Yay, hi Garen.
Is that there are so many characters in part one, and there's not a lot of time for all of them. There's like what?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like what do you call it? There's 14 servants. There's 14 servants plus plus Jeanne d'Arc, plus a lot, all the masters.
Yep.
There's a lot of characters to work around in Apocrypha. And I feel like in part one.
Oh yeah.
I feel like in part one there was some like they could have done a slightly better job developing some of the other characters. I genuinely think.
Yeah, like I think the girl in like the wheelchair kind of got short shrift. I didn't think she got as much as she probably could have. She was at least somewhat interesting.
She gets
and there's like another guy.
And namesake, MC, nameface, and verbing adjective the noun.
Yes, exactly.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, remember everyone. Verb the adjective noun.
It's like Roy Jabiv, but for my poor brain.
But
What were you saying?
Yeah, I definitely believe part one had issues with some developing some of the characters because of how just massive the cast was. But I also feel like that got better going forward in the show. If there was one thing I think they shouldn't have done, I think I don't think this was a bad thing for either character. I just think it's like was probably confusing people. The confusing bit was introducing Mordred first and then Sieg, rather than Sieg then Mordred. They should have introduced Sieg first.
Here's you know what the weird thing is? So again, I'm scratching old memories in my brain, but I vaguely remember preferring the first half because that's when the war was more like solidly going on with a lot more stuff, and it felt like it kind of fell apart. And that was like the part that interested me, was like these two factions of masters with their servants. Whereas like after that, that's when things started kind of getting really messy, and everybody started kind of like lumping together.
Yeah, hold on. Where did that? It went off over there. Okay. So sorry, I heard a spice blow, so I'm gonna have to do something about that. I just want to repair my wings first. But yeah, like they definitely dropped the more the team battle Holy Grail War after part 1. That's also because the main from that point on the main threat is revealed, and now they have to counter that.
Yeah. I totally get that.
Which, it is also kind of a staple of the Fate franchise that, the Holy Grail Wars never go normal after the initial period.
Yeah, I feel like the Saber route's probably
Angry Monju.
The most normal, and yeah, Angry Manu. How do you isn't Angry Manu basically just like also kind of equivalent to the villain from Apocrypha?
Well, okay. Angra Mainyu is kind of Angra Mainyu is more like a more of like an overarching like greater scope
tragic
villain.
Victim.
Yeah, he's like
he's taking on the sins of the world compared to, or like humanity compared to the one guy who's like taking on the sins of Catholics in Japan.
But yeah, because Amakusa is definitely more of a smaller like. Amakusa's the main villain. Like Amakusa, once he reveals himself as the main villain, there's no like greater scope cosmic level threat. Like say, what the hell chat am I in? Oh, proximity. Okay, but like there's no like threat like that because like Angra Mainyu, if Angra Mainyu had been born in Heaven's Field, that would have just been. If you know anything about these, that would have been a beast of humanity being born, and we all know how bad those are.
I don't remember Beasts of Humanity. What is that in regards to?
Tiamat, Ars Goetia, Cathpaloob.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Tiamat is bad.
Yeah. Oh no. Okay, you think she's bad? You should see if you've ever seen the Temple of Time film from of Fate Grand Order. Ars Goetia is something else, man.
Oh, listen, my buddy Andrew is a bigger Fate head than me. He follows all of the Fate Go lore on top of it, and he has explained to me some real crazy shit. There's a woman who's literally her noble phantasm is taking the entirety of reality, shoving it in her vagina, and then rebirthing reality with a big bang. And she's not even the strongest character in Fate Go, because there are people that can just leave reality.
Best girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, wait, Riona's in fucking Fate?
She just
What?
like me FRFR.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, she's also one of the beasts of humanity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like
I don't know much about Fate Go. I'll be honest with you. I installed it long enough to waste money getting Arcquaid and Ryugi Shiki from Karen and Kyokai, and then
great
stopped
taste.
playing.
Great taste. Yep. I fucking love Karen no Kyokai so much.
I showed Riona all of those movies.
Bast's real love for Nasu stuff is Tsukahime.
I fucking love Tsukihime so much. I'm such a dork. Dude, I imported the Japanese special edition and then bought the special edition when it came to America again. like I wanted, just in case they changed any of the art in the book. Ugh. Yeah, no, I love Tsukihime. You wanna get me on a fucking tirade? Riona and I could just go off on Tsukihime for like 6 hours.
Yeah, I know that. I know that feel. Trust me.
Yeah. Big purple. But yeah, Riona and I never played the game all the way through because I was waiting for the official translation, because originally there was like a machine translation that was bad, and then there was the fan translation. And I was kind of holding off on it because I was like, I know it's going to be good, but like it's not going to be perfect because Nasu's like hyper anal about all of his word choices. Then they finally released the English version, and Rihanna and I played it last year, and it was a fucking magical experience, dude. It was fucking perfect. Everything I hoped for and more. They perfectly took advantage of the medium to really make it feel like you were watching like an anime when really it was like a visual novel.
Man, listen, I remember, because so we do anime nights on our
They
Discord.
time the effects and medium perfectly.
We do a lot of watch-alongs on our Discord. We got one on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and the Sunday one is anime. And on the list of anime we were going to watch on Sundays, I remember the way Ash worded it when he put Karen no Kyokai on the list was, when they're ready.
Yeah. Karen,
I really want to join.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah, it's at 9 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. 9 p.m. Eastern on Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays, basically.
9 p.m. Eastern is 7 p.m. Riona's time. No, 8 p.m. Riona's time. So that's like near the end of our streams. Because we end up streaming like an hour after that.
Yeah.
Because we go from 7 to 10. Wait, hold on. Because we stream 6 to 9 CST, which is 7 to 10 EST. And you said it starts at 8?
9. Well, 9 my time, Eastern.
Yeah. So basically, we would finish up like an hour into anime time.
Okay. Yeah, because right now, our Saturdays are Godzilla currently.
Nice.
This is our second go through of the Godzilla franchise. Saturdays are Godzilla. Sundays are anime, and Mondays is when we do Gundam.
Oh, nice. I will say, never let someone trick you into watching the Tsukihime anime.
Oh no, I know it's trash.
Never.
Like, okay,
Yeah.
I unironically tell people if they want to get into Fate, because one thing I actually can't stand that's a lot of...
It's why I
Western
haven't been
Fate.
able to join before.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, no, I don't hold against you, Riona, don't worry. But, like, one thing Western Fate fans, or some of them do, is they give this convoluted, like, how to get into Fate order of, like, read part 1 of the visual novel, watch 0, and then watch the rest of the animes, don't watch the Dune anime.
Do not start with 0. Do not start with 0.
Yeah, I just say straight up, because I realize not everyone wants to read a fucking visual novel. I just say, just watch the Dune anime. It's not bad. In fact, I think it's pretty good. It does things differently than the visual novel, yes. I also understand this was made from the context that Fate was not the international superstar fucking franchise it was at the time.
Oh, yeah.
So they made it on the assumption they would never get more.
100%, yeah.
So,
like,
yeah.
Dune isn't a bad way to go. I usually just tell people watch Unlimited Blade Works because that's, like, the most accepted one. It's also the longest, and it has good animation. You can't start someone on Heaven's Feel. You physically can't. They skip way too much, assuming you've already seen one of the animes at least.
Oh no, Heaven's Feel. I look at it from the point of view that Unlimited Blade Works, and even 0, exist on the understanding that you have watched at least the Fate route.
The problem the Fatanium always have is the same issue the Dune movies had, in that the Sharpter's thoughts and inner monologue are vital to the characters.
That is very true, Rihanna. I didn't even know that was missing until you explained it to me before, and how important that is. It's like when they removed Lady Jessica's internal monologues, and you think that she's just a fucking emotional dummy sometimes, and you're like, no, she's actually the best fucking character.
Okay, listen, okay, because now we're pivoting back to Dune again. I personally want to clock Denis Villeneuve, whatever the fucking French ass name, across the mouth when he said there are no strong women in Dune, and that's why he gender flipped Liet Kynes for his adaptation.
Well, first off, that's a retarded take, and second off, he didn't read the books.
Legit retarded.
Yeah, no, it's like
how can you read that when you have Chani and Lady Jessica and eventually Paul's sister? Like, yeah. Physically, you must not like the books if you think that. You know, or you have a bad reading comprehension.
Yeah, it's like legitimately. No, it's like legitimately. I don't like. Okay, so I've got this like.
The French can't read.
I don't pretend to be some kind of like, you know, literary scholar, but I've got this like this concept for like a, what do you call it, like a literary foible, like in writing, that I've come up with. I call it the authorial malapropism. Now here's a question. First of all, do you know what a malapropism is?
No.
That's when you mean one thing, but you say the wrong word. Like,
it's when you say stuff very Marlowe improperly.
Yeah, it's like, okay, it's like, imagine this. You say...
It's based on Shakespeare stuff.
Yeah, it's like, you say, okay. Like, you want to say, like, I want to do the flamenco, the flamenco dance, you know? The dance.
Yeah.
But you say, I want to do the flamingo dance. You want to say one thing, but you use the wrong word. That's a malapropism. An authorial, an authorial malapropism, as I've logicked it out in my brain, is when the author intends one thing for a story. Like he has his authorial intent, right?
Yeah.
But then he tells the story, and what he actually writes says something entirely different. It's not like, say, Death of the Author, which is the complete ignoring and disregard of authorial intent.
That's what I was going to ask. It sounds like Death of the Author a little bit.
Yeah, it's not that, because I actually don't like Death of the Author. I think it's communist bunk. But in this case, because the reason it's not like Death of the Author is, one, it recognizes the author's intent, and two, it's not going off in personal interpretation. It's going off, this is what the text says objectively, right? And my eternal go-to example of this is the Starship Troopers movie.
It's a frequent problem with people who try to do what claim is parody or satire but don't understand their target, much less what parody and satire are.
Yeah, like, that's why Starship Troopers is the example, because Paul Verhoeven was like, oh, I want to satirize fascism, and then like, oh no, he's not pissed yet, but he's close. Oh wait. Check it out, Bast.
Big Wormbo.
Yeah, I gotta get off the sand now.
We gotta go. Man, it'd be really bad if you had a malfunction. Man, dude, I love Big Wormy. Oh man, he's so big too. That makes me like, cause like you really need the scale to be correct in this kind of game, or else that's like the one thing. Make the worm big and scary. Yeah. Oh no, I want to point out the grandfather worm can show up too. Oh, okay.
The ultra gigantic one can show up too, but he's much rarer. He only shows up at the large spice fields when he gets sufficiently pissed off.
Gotcha.
But
I don't remember anything about the grandfather worm, honestly.
That's like the one that's literally like mouth so wide it can swallow like a fucking battleship, like that one.
Do we see any of those in the book? Do we see him in the book?
I want to say that's the one Paul wrote.
That would be funny.
Because that was like the whole thing, was like part of the whole prophecy of the the Lisan al-Gaib, is that he would call the grandfather worm, and that would be tame him, you know. But okay, back to the point. So, but yeah, that's why my example of the authorial malapropism is the Starship Troopers movie, because like fucking Paul Verhoeven was like, you know, he read like, for those who don't know anything about the production of that movie, he literally read like part of the start of the book and then rue it out on principle and decide I'm going to make this.
Well, I'm
glad that we can't understand what Mary just said, I guess.
How do you like my interpretation of a word that you use without properly knowing what it means? Phantonym. That's kind of like that, not gonna lie. But yeah, so he didn't read the book and then made the movie based on his assumptions of the book and decide, oh, I'm gonna make this into a parody of fascism, and then like makes the movie, and the movie is objectively, it's not a matter of interpretation. The movie is just one gigantic endorsement.
He bragged about not reading it even, but he doesn't understand fascism either.
Yeah, like, so the movie is just one giant endorsement of the Earth Federation. Like, you know, or the Terran Federation. Like, yeah. It is what, like, nothing they do throughout the course of the story is wrong. Like, you could argue the voting rights thing, but the voting rights thing is also universal. You know, nobody is like in a special case where, oh, you can get voting rights for no reason, but you can't. Nobody's in that position. It's all
right.
Service or nothing, you know?
Yeah.
So nobody's being excluded from anything. Like everybody can earn the right to vote. So there's no exclusion. So it's not oppression.
Yeah.
But so the Federation isn't actually a satire like he claims it is, but he claims that was his intent. But that's ultimately not what he wrote, so his intent doesn't really matter.
Right.
And that's the core of what the concept is. He had his intention, and it's an objective.
Kind of fucked it up.
Yeah, it's an objective recognition of, yes, he had his intention, but also this is what the text says, and the text says something else, even if he wrote it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And that's the author.
It almost seemed like some post ad hoc claim he made years later to try and suck up to people.
It could be.
I mean, that's the potential, yeah. Because if you have never read the book, and by the way, highly recommend the book. Like, holy shit! If you can't read the book, like you don't have time or the inclination to read a somewhat dry but fascinating 1950s sci-fi novel. On YouTube, you can find the OVA version of the novel, like an anime OVA made by Sunrise, the Gundam people. So if you don't want to read the book, I recommend the OVA. It's the closest thing. But yeah, that's my whole core of the argument. I bring that up in relation to Dune because Villeneuve, whatever the fucking French dude, when he made the movie with that really bogus interpretation of Paul that he's the villain of Dune. When he's not.
I did not see part 2, and I was told it would piss me off, so I've been kind of avoiding it.
It pissed me off when I first saw it, and then I watched it again, but with this understanding I'm giving right now, okay? There's changes to the story that I don't agree with, but granted, being strictly objective as a critic of art, there's changes to the 1980s version, which I do like, that are arguably worse. I don't know if I want to... I don't want to spoil because you haven't seen it, so it's a little hard to frame the point I'm trying to make about ending differences between
you. Feel free to. I've already been told a bunch. Like, I know that the sister isn't in it, and I know that like she's like talking telepathically to Paul's mom, and that fucking pisses me off enough as it is because it's like
basically Jessica takes up a majority. Okay, so they basically do a thing where the Fremen are split between the fundamentalist religious Fremen in the south and the more atheist Fremen in the north. And is basically Jessica is trying to convert the northern Fremen and convince Paul to go to the south. And she's being convinced to do this by Alia, Paul's unborn sister.
Atheist Freeman.
Yeah, no, there are no, for context, in the book, there's no such thing as an atheist Fremen.
Yeah, as soon as you said that, my brain just went into...
Complete non-sneeze.
Yes, my brain went into complete whiteout mode because I just didn't process what you said, because it's like saying, like, okay, I can't, I'm gonna type out what I was about to say, but I can't say this out loud.
Yeah. I will read it in a moment. I gotta lock in on the stand for obvious reasons because I don't want to get wormed on, you know.
Yeah.
But but
I guess the closest most acceptable thing I could say is like a non-starving communist.
Oh, okay. I get you.
But yeah, it's just like the whole okay. You continue, and then I'm gonna rail on the idea of atheist freemen after you're done.
Yeah, because I want to get like my whole point about the filming, the films and ending differences. So basically what it is that they're Jessica's trying to convince the northern Fremen to join them, and trying to convert them to the faith, and this fundamentalist Fremen will join, but Paul doesn't want to go down there because he sees in his visions if he goes down there, it's going to lead to the jihad that he unleashes and all the destruction and death that happens therein, right? And eventually, shit happens that results in him going south, and then from there, the rest of the story plays out more or less the same, except for the fact that Chani remains one of the atheist Fremen throughout the story, and in the end, when Paul goes to because he at the end of Dune, at the end of the book, he enters into a political marriage with Princess Irulan, the daughter of the.
And I know, and she turns down becoming his concubine. Yeah.
Yeah, like in this case, because so for context, this is for the non-Dune fans. In the book, Paul's able to secure control of the Empire by marrying Princess Irulan, daughter of the Emperor, by basically holding a gun to the universe's head that if this doesn't happen, he'll use the water reserves the Fremen have to poison the worms, which will destroy the spice cycle, which means there's no spice, no FTL travel. Everyone fucking dies. Everyone everywhere fucking dies, right?
Pretty much, yeah. Because if you for context, chat, you need spice for fast and light travel, and there's only a certain faction that can actually do it.
The Spacing Guild.
The Spacing Guild. So literally all forms of space trucking and communication die immediately.
Yeah, the Spacing Guild.
The entire universe relies on it, and with it, many people will die.
Yeah,
yep.
Like some planets will be okay, but like basically imagine all communication between every planet going away.
Yep.
And the 90% that need that travel and trade just immediately all fucking die.
Yeah, because what the Spacing Guild do is they do lines of the spice melange, and this lets them see the future. And because they can see the future, they can forecast faster than light travel jumps without an artificial intelligence. That's why the spice is so important. Because without it, all the civilization just collapses.
No computers in Dune.
Yeah, because AI is just straight up illegal. Like no computers whatsoever.
Yeah, like the closest they get to are the Golas, which are like basically human computers.
Yeah, but basically in this version, Paul does his in this version they also change it to Paul doesn't threaten to dump the water on. They don't go into the life cycle of the worms at all in this. I want to say they might be saving that for later, but in this version, Paul threatens to launch a nuclear strike on. By the way, nuclear weapons are doubly as.
You just explained it in a way where it makes sense to me that I would want to actually get invested in Dune. Thank you, Bo.
Yeah, fuck me, right, for trying to help, but of course, Bo's the one doing all the heavy lift. I'm fucking kidding. I've been getting a little bit too into that, being like when someone calls one person out but not me, I'm just like, oh yeah, fuck me, right?
Well, don't worry, we know you're joking, Bass. Don't worry.
Double illegal and also don't work because shield generators renders all normal combat unworkable.
Yeah, because nuclear weapons are also super fucking illegal in this setting. If the great houses have nukes, but if they use their nukes, it's a carte blanche signal to every house that nuke that guy. Basically, you lose all support of the Landsrad, and everything.
Mad to the extreme.
Yeah, so what ends up happening is Paul in the movie threatens to nuke the spice fields, but basically it's the same effect. He's like, okay, the princess marries me, I become the emperor, you get and the universe gets civilization gets the privilege of existing under my rule. But what happens in this case is Chani, who has been opposing Paul's, push for religion, rather than choosing to become Paul's concubine, where Paul's marriage to Irulan is just purely political and zero love or any of that, storms away in the end. And the end of the film is her like, well, the jihad has taken off, and she's like, she's like catching a worm to, oh, he's close. Sorry.
Big boy.
Look at him there. Just worming his way through the sand.
You are brave to fire those two fucking things, scooping it up.
Oh yeah, no, you gotta balls of steel to do this. I'm also in a PvP zone. But yeah, like basically, she storms away, and at the film ends with her, going to catch a worm. There we go, 10,000 spice. Okay, and that's the end of the film. Now, in the book, like I said, Chani stays with Paul and stays on as his concubine, but
complete nonsense.
Yeah, like Chani stays on with Paul as, okay, I'm getting out of the PvP zone because I have what I need. Chani stays on with Paul in the end in the book, because even though he's married to Irulan, he loves her, and she knows that, And basically, like that's how the book ends. Now, the reason I bring up the ending of, the recent movie is because in the 1980s movie, which I also love, I want to point that out. I love the 1980s adaptation. It's also a good film. It also does a lot different, and it gets a lot wrong, but it's also a good film. In the end of that movie, they get it a little more, close to the mark, but they get a lot of stuff that I think is a little more egregious wrong. In this case, in the case of the 80s film, Paul just says, I'm gonna marry Irulan and be emperor now. The whole aspect of him threatening spice production is completely gone, Like whether it be poisoning the worms with water or launching nukes, whichever it be, in the 80s film, that is completely absent. Okay. And also absent from the 80s adaptation is that once Paul, because Paul gets into so Paul like has a knife fight with his rival at the end, like who fights on behalf of the Emperor because the Emperor's an old man who just get his ass beat, right?
Yeah.
So, Paul fights his rival and beats him, and then, the ending goes off. But basically what happens in this case is you get a narration that after Paul, beat his rival and married Irulan, that he begins an era of peace. Now, I should not. Now, Bass and Riona know. Okay, so basically, after Paul wins the duel and marries Irulan and becomes the emperor, the Fremen kick off a jihad in his name that kills billions.
Yeah. If anything, the only way I would kind of rectify that in my mind, and mind you, I'm not the biggest fan of that movie. My mom loved it when I was a kid, and I've never actually seen it, but it always kind of weirded me out. I didn't like the aesthetic of it when I was a kid. It kind of scared me a little bit. The way I would rectify that is maybe as like a propagandist style, like this is what the Freemen say.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like again, that's being a little bit too generous with what you're actually getting.
Yeah. But it's like that's how the 80s movie ends, which I'm gonna be honest, maybe this is a spicy hot take for me. That to me is more egregious than the ending of the Villeneuve film.
Well,
because
here's the problem. Oh,
yeah.
Sorry, go on.
No, go ahead.
Here's the problem. They're planning on doing Dune Messiah. How do you do Dune Messiah and not completely fuck up the entire plot if Paul isn't currently trying to impregnate Chani?
Yeah, because the whole plot of the second book is that Paul has kids, right? Well, I wish my thopter would stop sliding down the dune. That's making me nervous.
There's more to it than Paul trying to have kids, but like a big part of the story is Paul is trying to have children with Chani, and they're struggling. And now there's like this political situation where they might have to actually consider him having kids with with his real wife.
Yeah, and he refuses to because he doesn't love her.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, I think, okay, so I have my thoughts on this, and I know some behind the scenes production stuff.
Okay.
A lot of these changes were pushed during the there was a shift in control at Warner Brothers, and they were pushing hard everyone's 3 favorite letters of the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Starts with a D, ends with an I.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was where the whole change for Channy's character came from. So she's not just like, air quotes, arm candy for Paul. Even though she's not that in the book.
Yeah, listen. People who don't understand the literature with like a 4th grade reading level would think that. But there's so much more complexity to their relationship that it really ticks me off that they decided to essentially go with the most moronic take possible.
Yeah, no, I fully agree with that.
Let's go on.
I want to say though, I don't think it's unsalvageable, is my point. I think
they make offenses in their own brain and break things to fight those imaginary guys they mad up.
Yeah, they're shadowboxing.
Yeah, it's literally Twitter. But no, it's like, I don't think the situation is unsalvageable though, because I'm gonna be honest, Dune Messiah, not my favorite book in the series. It's actually my least favorite. Because one of the things that, because the whole thing in Dune Messiah with Paul, like Paul's jihad and all the genocide and all that stuff, was literally because people convinced the author of Dune, the Frank Herbert, that Paul was the bad guy. So he basically wrote the second book entirely to like retcon Paul's character to actually be the bad guy people thought he was, because he was convinced of that. But
Paul doesn't think he's the villain.
Well, I mean, okay, but I was literally just about to.
Hexia.
I was just about to bring up a fun fact, Bast. It's called the authorial malapropism. Herbert is not unguilty of it in his own writing.
Listen, I'll be honest with you. I actually really like Dune Messiah personally.
Yeah.
I'm coming from that perspective. I'm that guy.
I'd like to clarify. My dislike of Messiah is not from Herbert's opinions on his own work. It's not from that. It's from the fact that I just think it's kind of a thin book compared to the others.
Especially because the man was on a constant pharmacy level of drugs.
Oh yeah, no. Okay, let me put it this way. There's a reason everyone's fighting over space cocaine in these books, because the man was literally doing lines while writing these books. Okay.
That's fucking funny as shit.
But yeah, no, it's like my problem with Dune Messiah is not Herbert's opinions on his own novels. Like, if it was that, I wouldn't like the Starship Troopers movie or Villeneuve's Dune movies. It's the fact that I just think, compared to the other Dune books, I think the plot is kind of shallow by comparison. Like, for such complicated stories as Dunes have, Messiah is a very thin plot, and I feel like that's probably where they'll leverage saving the movies, because Paul doesn't really do much in the second book.
Can I defend Dune Messiah a tiny bit?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, are you aware of how it was originally portrayed?
I get you, and sometimes a writer cannot understand what they put to paper. Are you familiar with Fahrenheit 451?
Oh, and the fact that
Fahrenheit 4.
Oh, you mean the fact that was it Bradbury that wrote that shit? Like, has flip-flopped on what it's actually about for decades?
Yes.
Yeah, no, but believe me, I go off about that frequently when talking with people about writing and stuff, all the time,
He claimed WS anti-television, but is a brilliant anti-censorship book.
Yeah, when he wrote it, he said it was about anti-censorship, but then decades later, he said, "Oh, I'm seeing like television, people carrying like their own radios and like Walkmans that people listen to, and actually it's about technology and people not needing books anymore." And then he flip-flopped on it again and said it was about censorship, and then he flip-flopped on it like a fourth time and said it was about, actually it's about how minorities are a threat. Like, I don't believe that.
What?
I don't believe that, but this is what Bradbury said about it. That was his last revision of what it was about. It's like,
Jesus.
Yeah, it's like, fucking what, bro? Like,
yeah.
You had it the. You
I
had
am
it
a
the.
minority, and I am a threat.
Well, I mean, listen, Riona. It's like that one meme of yours I've seen where I will break into your games and make you feel unsafe. Like, yeah, you are a threat, and we love you for that.
Yeah.
What the hell did I walk in
Yay,
on?
hi, Luna.
Hey, Lunar, we're talking about Ray Bradbury, and we're talking about like authorial intent and like all that stuff, and it flip-flopped and it flipped into Ray Bradbury flip-flopping on the meaning of Fahrenheit 451, and how he's changed the meaning of it like 4 times throughout the decades. And what you walked in on was his most recent interpretation of his own work, which is kind of racist, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, very racist, like just straight up racist. Like,
yeah,
actually.
that's just straight up racist. Well, I mean, at the same time, we're talking, since this is dovetailing off Dune. I mean,
Yeah.
Frank Herbert was a homophobe, and I still love his work, and I'm gay myself, so yeah.
Listen, it's the same thing with like the Cthulhu writer and his like the name of his cat, right? Like,
oh yeah,
listen, I get it. I can separate art from the artist.
Yeah.
And listen, Bo, real talk, we need to hang out more because this is the kind of conversations I love.
Yeah, I know, we do. Okay, this is something I told Riona when I suggested this collab, was that over the past like year, like mostly 2025, I was weirdly antisocial about my streamer friends instead of like collabing more, and I'm actually, one of my New Year's resolutions is to fix that.
Oh, we love you, bud.
Yeah, I don't even know why I was like it. I just was.
I get it, you had a rough year and we love Voyutos.
That's the weird thing too. I mean, I had a bit of a rough year at this. It was a rough February that year, but the rest of the year was fine. I don't know. Again, I legitimately don't know. My brain was just like, you know. But listen, listen. You may be built different. I'm just built wrong. Okay, I don't know what my brain was doing, but I just was like averse to collabs, and I don't know why.
Well, sometimes you get in like a weird track where you get used to like what you're doing, and then you realize, why did I stop doing the thing before? It's not like it was like bad.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like when you keep eating at the same Chinese restaurant over and over again, and you're like, but like, why did I eat Chinese food for 3 months straight? Like, I could have been having a little bit of flavor and gotten some Greek, but it just, your brain was wired that you wanted the chow mein.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, whenever I go out, all I can think about is wanting to go back to IHOP because they have like steak tips with like onions and mushrooms. Like,
that sounds
fried
good.
up and stuff.
That sounds good.
It's delicious. It's fucking delicious.
Yeah, I don't have an IHOP.
That's all I want to eat.
Yeah, I don't have an IHOP in
all I
my
want.
area, so yeah. Oh, is that a big boy? Okay, is that another medium spice blow? Because if it is, holy shit.
Nice. Lucky.
Yeah, okay, oh, real quick, Bass, you're looking at my screen, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I want you to see the inventory of my ship.
I've had so many times where I've just accidentally not spoken to another human being outside strict needed work things.
Oh yeah, Rihanna. I totally get that.
Oh,
And
yep.
yet,
That's a medium.
You got big spice.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got like almost over 11,000 spice sand in my inventory. You refine that into the spice.
Yeah, Rihanna, I mentioned earlier, I don't know if you saw my message when Bo was spitting facts about the Dune movie, but I love when you just gathered all of those big purple dummies and you were just fucking like pulping them. That was so funny. You just see them all clipping into each other, fucking jerking around. I love that shit. You know what this reminds me of a little bit too, actually, Rihanna? Is a tiny bit of Crystal Chronicles. I feel like there's this is like the single player Crystal Chronicles I always wanted to play. I don't know if you feel the same.
Wasn't Crystal Chronicles like Force multiplayer?
Yeah, this era has a lovely amount of overlap.
Yeah, it was not Force multiplayer, but you
can do it solo.
Yeah, but like if you wanted to, you could play multiplayer up to 4 players, but that was the one that needed the fucking.
But it's more fun with friends.
Exponentially. It's like playing Bomberman by yourself. Like, yeah, you can, but like.
Why would you?
Yeah, why would you? And the problem is you needed the Game Boy Advanced link tape cables.
Oh yeah.
To be able to, and the Game Boy Advance is to do the multiplayer. It's one of those fuckers.
Oh, okay, yeah, I get you.
What was I gonna say? Oh, really quick, going back to Dune Messiah. So, part of the reason why I went into it with a different mindset is because Dune Messiah was never written as a standalone book. Dune Messiah was originally written as short stories that were written in a science fiction magazine after Dune popped off. So you kind of have to like keep in mind the medium a tiny bit, where like
I actually never knew that. I actually never knew that.
Yeah, that was in the precursor to the book. Is that I think it was like his son wrote the precursor and explained how he was doing hippie shit going around the country, and then he ended up getting into hitchhiking and saw his dad's book on the hood of the person's like car, and was like, "What the fuck? You know your dad's work?" And he didn't even realize how big it was. And then I guess like then he explained that there was a period where I think, and I could be wrong, I could be misremembering, but the way I remember it is that he was publishing these chapters in a science fiction magazine. It was more like a pontification on the reaction to Paul as a character, and like trying to understand Paul dealing with like this newfound like everybody like worships him as a god thing.
A lot of writers at that time got their start in magazines.
Oh yeah, I know all about I love H.P. Lovecraft, and he was the same. All of his shit was posted and was stuff like, was it Weird Tales and stuff like that? Magazines like that.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, like that.
And wasn't he, or was he publishing them in a newspaper?
He started out being a publisher for Rotas People Work.
Ah, gotcha.
Man, you have no idea how much spice I can fit in my ornithopter.
Ooh, yeah, he got a dumpy booty.
Yeah, okay, okay, for context, I'm sitting on right now, well, before we go back and talk about Dune, 5, 10. Okay, 5, 10, 2.5. Okay, well, we're gonna have a fuckload of spice by the time I'm done. Or spice sand, rather.
Hell yeah, brother.
Then I have to take it back to my base in Haga Rift and, not Haga Rift, Haga Basin and process it.
Okay, so I checked the wiki, so, take it with a grain of salt, but it says, a sequel to Dune, it was originally serialized in Galaxy magazine in 1969, but then later published by Putnam the same year.
Oh, okay, so serialized and then kind of stitched together into a book.
Yeah, it's kind of like how mangas do it, where they publish the chapters and then they get stitched into like a single tankobon.
You know what? Actually, the sort of like air quotes thinness of the story that described that makes a lot of sense now. Actually.
Yeah, I think that one of the things he mentions is hold on. Parts of Dune Messiah and its sequel Children of Dune were written prior to the completion of Dune itself. The novel appeared initially as a 5-part series in Galaxy Science Fiction magazine, published from June to October of 1969 with illustrations by Jack Goffin. A Putnam hardback edition also appeared in October. Basically, I guess like near the end of the publication. The American and British editions contain different prologues which summarize the events of Dune. Blah blah blah. I hope they mention the thing that they say in the book.
Dragon Quest gets its name because it was originally started by Dragon Magazine's Even Toriyama doing art for it was through connects from Dragon Magazine.
Oh fuck! I never knew that. That is so fucking cool.
Damn. I never knew that. I never knew that either. I never knew like they like Dragon Magazine would have helped out, like not helped out if you know what I mean, but been involved with like say Japanese media that much. Because it's more of an American thing,
Yeah, I think part of the other thing too is that, so I wonder how much, because apparently I guess he'd already written parts of Children of Dune and Dune Messiah before finishing Dune. So I wonder how much of this he
Back
actually...
then, magazines and computer clubs were a huge part of Japanese nerd culture.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. Oh, what's that otaku magazine? It was like Otaku USA, maybe? That was like a big reason, like early 90s people were able to get into anime. Bradbury said the book was about the dangers of them as a revision. Was that the Fahrenheit guy? Anyway, sorry, I got distracted. Go on.
Oh yeah, no, because I think I was about to bring up. It is always funny because I don't know if you knew this. The American BattleTech fandom, generally not a fan of mecha anime, despite the fact over half the original BattleTech designs were just stolen from anime. But it's funny to me because the Japanese love, there's an underground BattleTech scene in Japan that really appreciate it. Appreciate it, and the fact oh hey, these American guys put a bunch of our country's mechs in their game.
That is kind of neat. So, can I read something on the Dune Messiah wiki, in the analysis section? I think it's
go ahead.
Interesting.
Go ahead.
So, Herbert likened the initial trilogy of novels to a fugue. And a fugue apparently is a classical music Poly something. It's like something, a technique in 2 or more voices built on a subject that is introduced at the beginning in imitation, which recurs frequently. So, and while Dune was a heroic melody, Dune Messiah was its inversion. Paul rises to power in Dune by seizing control of the single critical resource in the universe, melange. His enemies are dead or overthrown, and he is set to take the reins of power and bring a hard but enlightened peace to the universe. Herbert chose in the books that followed to undermine Paul's triumph with a string of failures and philosophical paradoxes. So I wonder how much of that was actually built on from the beginning and how much was affected by people's rendition of Paul from the first book that was like altered.
Also wanted to point this out.
Oh, what's that, girly?
The equipment changes your look.
Oh, that's cool. Like the entire outfit? Oh, that's so sick. It's almost like a job change kind of thing. That's really neat.
Yeah, Yumiu in chat. Yeah, I think I know who that is. I will go work on base permissions when I get back, because I've got I don't know if you saw, I've got a fuck ton of spice on me, and I need to get this back to base.
He has enough to buy an entire solar system of planets.
It's funny too. There is a vendor that just sells like units of processed, ready to go spice in this game. Mm-hmm. It costs 120,000 Solari each for 1 unit. To buy all 100 units on like his in his inventory would cost 12 million.
Damn, that's nuts. And that's like how much you have from playing all this time.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. This load I have will get me at least that much, like 100 spice.
Ooh, I kind of like that overworld map. That's cute.
You just need it for building stations, so like a couple minutes at most. Yeah. No. It's cool, dude. I think I know who you are. Like, you got a new username, but I think I know who you are in the guild. So yeah, I will work on that immediately as soon as I land.
Yeah, you're good. Oh, I was gonna say something I forget. Oh, did you read all the Dune books?
I have, but like a long time ago. Like longer, like generally speaking, for the ones past Children of Dune, it's, it gets progressively longer, as I haven't reread the entire series in a long time.
Mm. I read through the original trilogy really quickly in like 2020, 2021, and then I started reading God Emperor, and I got like halfway through it, and then I restarted it and got farther, and now I'm like, I keep not finishing it. I don't know why.
The Dune books get really weird as they go on, like really weird.
Well, yeah, I found out something about the early part of Dune 5 that I'm like, I am not stoked about that. That's like some fucking Stephen King
shit. The kid was not as good of a writer as his father.
Oh yeah, no, the last 2 books are basically fan fiction.
Oh yeah. It's like I wrestle with the last 2 books, because the last 2 books, which were written by Brian Herbert, not Frank. Oh, okay, I figured it was you, Krypton. I just didn't know if you wanted me to just say it was you. But yeah, Krypton. Yeah, I will. I'm almost back at base, and now I'll work on the permissions. But but yeah, no, it's like Brian Herbert is. I won't say he's a bad author, but he's not his dad. And when it comes to handling his dad's franchise, he's missed more than he's hit. I actually think the last 2, I think the worst thing he's done, honestly, is his reinterpretation of the, and this is sadly the one they go with in this game, by the way, his interpretation of the whole thing with thinking machines. Because thinking machines in the original, when Frank Herbert wrote Dune, like, okay, so there was the whole Butlerian Jihad. Humanity told the very concept of computers and what are called thinking machines to go fuck themselves during the Butlerian Jihad. And that's why computers and artificial intelligence aren't allowed. Now, here's the thing, though. In the original story, it wasn't artificial intelligence. It was men controlling, it was men, like humans, using supercomputers to control the masses. That's what the Butlerian Jihad was about. It was Brian Herbert.
The Mechano Men.
Yeah, it was Brian Herbert who rewrote that as, rewrote that as
Really?
Brian Herbert rewrote, or like he interpreted that as artificial intelligence, and that's why when he wrote, the last two, the air quotes, the last two Dune books, I will say you can take Chapter House as an ending to the saga, absolutely, but Brian Herbert wrote those extra two books to be like what he thought the ending would be. He says, I based it on my dad's notes. I find that questionable, but hold on.
Funny enough, Votoms does a better interpretation of the Meccano Men.
But what do you call it? I should be able to. Okay, Krypton, you should be able to build now. But it was Brian Herbert reinterpreted the Butlerian Jihad to be an AI war. Like it was like, humans versus artificial intelligence. Like that's how he reinterpreted it when he wrote, his books. And unfortunately for every Dune publication since, that's been the interpretation. That it was against a war between humans and artificial intelligence that tried to take them over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because you'll notice if you read the original Dune book, it'll be like, even in the 1980s film, it points this out. It'll like, machines and the men who controlled those machines is the word.
Right.
Like it's not about.
I wonder how much Wizard of Oz inspired him.
Yeah, listen, just don't pay attention to the man behind the curtain, okay?
Oh, pretty much, yeah, right.
All right, and there we go. There's a fuck ton of spice in production. All right, that thing's gonna. That
messed up issue is that every Myrosci series blatantly stole from Dune and included the Sun's idea.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can we go back to how are they gonna fucking make Dune Messiah if Paul isn't banging Chani?
I just realized how far off that topic we got.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
No. This is what happens. Listen, this is the fun part of stream is when we go on tangents. I'm just telling you, like if they course correct and say, okay, Chani came back after she cooled off, that's fine, whatever. Then we're back onto the book. But
that's actually where I think they're going to go with it. I think they're going to do a thing where, I think because again.
Also, Bo, before I forget.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Oh, excuse me. I gotta drink something. My throat's dry.
I feel that.
Wow, Outl 10 Mike Tysons, but own as an M0 Satat or 3 Wizard Gorillas.
Okay, so let me ask that. So, Rihanna and I had a debate last night. Who would win in a fight? 10 Mike Tysons in their prime, or 3 Wizard Gorillas? And one of the Mike Tysons is a gorilla imposter. Also, some context. One wizard gorilla is a lich, and the other one has the Infinity Gauntlet. Do I need to explain Mike Tyson's stat sheet really quick for you to help you decide?
No. Okay, here's my interpretation there. The wizard gorillas aren't going to be smart enough to utilize their magic powers very well, or the utility gauntlet, or the utility gauntlet, the Infinity Gauntlet. The other, the Lich probably won't be smart enough to hide his phylactery very well, if at all. And the Mike Tyson, who's secretly the gorilla, is going to be able to understand those two gorillas and thus inform the real Mike Tysons on their strategy. Therefore, Team Mike Tyson wins.
Oh, so you think that the impersonator Gorilla Mike is going to actually betray the others because he's like, nah, fuck this shit, I'm not dying with them?
No. I think no. The imposter Mike Tyson gorilla is going to clearly he's smart enough to pretend to be a human and convince the other two Mike Tysons that he's a human. Therefore, he's smart enough to not only understand the gorillas, but inform the Mike Tysons of their strategy and their weaknesses, and therefore, they'll be able to not only be stronger against a strategically inferior foe, but they'll be able to strategize better, and thus they're going to win the fight against the gorillas.
Yeah. So my standpoint was also Mike Tyson would win, because here's what I thought, and also there's part of the problem too is that we also have to explain that the idea is that they also have to keep 10.
Okay, that is fair. Tyson does have a rage mechanic.
Yeah, so here's the thing. Let me explain Mike. Well, first off, okay. The other part of this is that each Mike Tyson has a baby gorilla they have to keep alive and away from the family of gorillas. We had to make that change because I said that Mike Tyson would break the necks of all of the gorilla babies and eat them for sustenance before going into combat. So then he would just keep them. They would just keep the gorillas in their stomachs. And then Rio was like, okay, well, they need to be alive because Mike Tyson would absolutely just eat those fucking baby gorillas. But so that's the whole system. And then here's the thing: Mike Tyson has the Fate Berserker, card. So there's no mind control or mind fuckery abilities that can affect him because there's no mind to affect. They also have a thing where if they would die in battle once per turn, you roll a d6, and if you roll 4 or higher, they get revived with 1 HP, but they can't take damage until the end of the turn, so the only thing that can kill them again permanently is an exile effect or -1 counters. There's also one John Wick Mike Tyson that is going to just fucking murder people. I think there was also
there's a John Wick. Oh, the gorillas are fucked. Then they're gonna lose.
Yeah, exactly. There's also a General Mike Tyson that will just do ward shouts and also gains more damage as he takes damage. So he's going to be tanking them.
Okay, yeah.
There's also an Angry Manu Mike Tyson that literally can take upon the sins
This
of
is
all
just a
dead
Holy
Mike
Grail
Tysons.
war.
Yes, that's what I was turning it into, yes.
Oh, okay.
But it's John Wick Meat Tyson who had a gorilla as pet into a dog, so once a gorilla dies he will turn on the other Tysons.
Yeah, that is the fear, is that if they don't kill all the Mike Tyson, if they don't kill all the gorillas at the same time, then he's going to get mad. But here's the thing. Angry Manny Mike Tyson has the ability that if enough Mike Tysons die, he can make a wish to come out of the game and physically manifest in front of the DM running the game and kill the DM.
Huh.
There's also the thing is that the Mike, and here's the other problem too. The wizard Mike Tysons are intelligent enough to use the Infinity Gauntlet, so they can use the Soul Stone to revive dead gorillas, but they can also use like the Time Stone and other stones. So like you have to assume that they're able to use it. The other thing too is that they do have the anti-life equation, but none of them are smart enough to use it.
And if they get a hold of the Grail, they can make a wish too.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is that if Lich Gorilla gets a hold of Angry Manu Mike, then he can make the wish instead because he is able to make evil wishes. So then it becomes a keep away of the gorillas are trying to protect Infinity Gauntlet Gorilla because he can revive them.
Wizard gorillas as a racial bonus understand and accept all evil.
Yeah, it's really weird. I don't understand why that is, but yeah, now we're adding more rules too. By the way. So we literally had an hour-long debate about this last night.
Okay, I have the answer.
All right. I'm going to accept your judgment no matter what, but you better side with Mike Tyson.
Okay. So here's what's going to happen, all right? Godzilla shows up. And here's the thing. Godzilla... Okay. Hear me out. Canonically, Godzilla has beaten Superman in a fight. Which means Godzilla's stronger than Superman. Yeah, so Godzilla just tanks the Infinity Gauntlet and just, kills all of them. And he wins.
So you're saying Infinity Gauntlet Gorilla uses the Space Stone to warp Godzilla in, thinking he'll help, and then he just ends up stepping on everybody.
Yeah, just stepping on them, setting them on fire, etc.
Okay. Counterpoint. In the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny, Godzilla was in the fight, and still, Mr. Rogers won.
Okay, Godzilla wins, and Godzilla can use the Grail too in the Fate Tridiatino wishes to be a hot lady.
Wait, does that? But then, because in the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny, Mr. Rogers actually won. Does that mean Mr. Rogers is stronger than all of them?
Yes, but Mr. Rogers isn't in this fight.
True.
Unless he does the whole, fake Grand Order Babylon 11th hour Beast of Humanity thing and shows up and has to fight Godzilla. That'd be crazy.
What if Mike Tyson, because he went to prison, is allowed one phone call, and he decides to call in Mr. Rogers because he sees Godzilla?
One of the Tysons rubs off a rubber mask and was Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers Tyson. Oh shit.
Oh, okay, it's on now then. Okay, so, Okay, but also remember the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny was made before Godzilla beat the shit out of Superman. So
fuck. God damn it. So now we have new fucking. God damn it. There was an upgrade.
Oh yeah, no, this is okay. Yeah, this is exactly like when Death Battle did Goku versus Superman, and then they both got and they figured Superman would win, and then they both got super modes, and now they're like, okay, but now who's gonna win? They both got new super modes,
Yeah. Okay, this is a problem.
Oh fuck.
True. Also, this might be singular point Godzilla.
Oh.
Right. We haven't established which Godzilla this is because this could go in multiple directions.
Oh my fucking god! What the fuck?
What?
Oh no!
Oh wait, is it?
Yes, Mary, my nipple is a universe delete button.
Wait, is it?
You need to click that art that Ferb made.
Oh,
my god!
Yeah, I didn't want to comment on it because I don't know if I could show it on stream.
I don't know if I could show it on stream, but it's probably fine to be as a link. Riona, you need to take a look at the Ferb art. It's fucking incredible.
Lamau.
Dude, it's so... What the fuck?
Man.
Oh my god. People are not going to understand what the fuck we're doing.
Man, I need to commission Ferb or something to make shit posts about me because I love his shit post style. It's great.
Oh, Sam, he's incredible, and he's always so fast.
Yeah.
And creative.
The rooftop Korean got the gun, you're all fucked.
Oh, yeah. But here's the thing, right? So
wait, hold on. There's a factor we didn't consider.
Yeah.
Overwatching all of this is a single rooftop Korean with that railgun from that one, he's armed with that railgun from that one Resident Evil movie with that railgun to just blow down whole fucking skyscrapers.
Oh, I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, no, okay, no, of course you wouldn't remember. He's a rooftop Korean in a sniper position. You don't see him come until the bullet hits. So, yeah. And again, and so
okay, then total Korean victory. I am biased.
No. He just sits there on his rooftop, waiting for everyone to be all banged up, and then when the last guy is standing, his head just disappears in a spirally trail of plasma as a fucking as a fucking tungsten sabo dart goes flying through the winner's head, and then he claims the Grail, and then that's the victory.
That's fucking awesome. But think about this. Okay, what? Her nipple is also Korean. I mean, that is true.
Huh. Anyway, okay, the reason I think they can salvage the second Dune movie.
The wish is nobody steals from our stores anymore.
That's a good one. But to violently pivot back to the original point, the reason I think they could salvage the second Dune movie is because I think they're going to make more of a plot out of Paul and Chani reconciling, which again, like I don't say Paul. I'm not saying Paul isn't a character in the second book, but he also is a much, like I said, his role is much smaller compared to all the shit going on around him. I feel like they'll try to make that kind of Paul's arc through the film, where he reconciles with Chani and then they have a kid, and then the shit happens. And then they have shit happen, and the book will end as normal.
So here's how I think that would work. I think, so Paul is pretty, like, AFK from his own brain by Dune Messiah. He is like fucking Tokyo drifting through, like, different timelines, like, in his head. Yeah. So he's kind of a space cadet. So I could see an argument
Worst case scenario will be they seize on Paul not doing much and twist the book to just have about you, Chani.
Could be, and I would hate it.
That could happen, but I also don't think with the way things are going right now, culturally, I don't think they could really get away with it either, you know?
I don't know. I think the best case scenario, if they double down on it, is have Chani come back as a way to try and bring back Paul's humanity. But like the issue is that you'd have to you wouldn't be able to do the 12-year time skip because like why the fuck would she come back 12 years later, right? One, after being gone so long, and two, like it also fucks up stuff with the sister because like she's not born by the end of the movie, right? So like what is she gonna be fucking like 2? She needs to.
Yeah, you see her like a projection of her in Paul's mind in the movie, like of Alia when she's like grown up, when she's like talking to Paul when he's on his fucking, you know, water of life induced mushroom samba toward the end of the film. And I get the feeling they're gonna bring her actress back and then potentially do the time skip. Because we know they've cast some actors already for different characters. Like we know, like I want to say they've cast Paul's son already. So they're planning on going at least as far as Children of Dune. Which means they're gonna have, you know, Chani have Paul's kids, obviously. Yeah. But it's really just a matter of how they're gonna go about it. Like they want to do Children of Dune. They want to they want this to be a film franchise. So they're absolutely
well, I think they're
gunning toward the later books.
I feel like what's going to happen is I think Villeneuve said he's going to make them as a trilogy with Messiah as the end, but I do think that they will probably move to Children of Dune, maybe being like an HBO TV series.
Potential. Well, no, they have an HBO TV. There are so many fucking spice blows going on. But by the way, I want to. Krypton said in chat in Dune, bro, the amount of rules. This is basically Magic the Gathering. May as well have colored mana Mike Tyson's.
True.
But yeah, no, it's like okay, they have an HBO TV series already, and they're working on a new season of it, and I haven't watched it. I actually did like it. It got like it was funny to me because people like said it was, you know, air quotes woke because air quotes girl bosses. It's about the Bene Gesserit sisterhood.
Yeah.
So that's like, yeah, and of course it's gonna have girl bosses. It's the Bene Gesserit. That's their whole thing, and everyone hates them for it.
Yes.
Like that's
everyone they hate us. Can they ain't us? The tribe of women witches.
Yeah, it's like, of course you're gonna have girl bosses in a show about the Bene Gesserit sisterhood. That's their whole MO. But
yes.
But
they literally they infect every royal house to control them.
Yeah,
Blue
this is in the
control
book.
Deck Tyson versus Red Burn Deck Tyson and Aristocrat. Counter and Poison Deck Tyson versus Black Aristocrat Tyson.
Oh my god, the many faces of Mike Tyson, Commander.
But yeah, so they have that TV show Doom Prophecy. I actually recommend watching it. I thought it was pretty good. I actually thought it was pretty good. But I don't think they're going to do a TV show then because of that. I think they're going to make Children of Dune, Dune Messiah a movie, then Children of Dune a movie. I don't know how they'll handle the books after that because that's where it gets weird.
Well, yeah, because the problem is, let's just be honest, no one is going to sit around and watch. Like, if they're already making changes to try and make Dune Messiah more, I guess, palatable to modern audiences, there's no fucking shot.
The Frenchman is not able to handle the trippy shit.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Mary, I see your question. I was gonna read it out, but we were in the middle of, like, riffing. So, like, you gotta wait. What was I saying? Oh. Yeah, if they're already changing Dune Messiah to be more socially acceptable or palatable for modern audiences, having Duke Leto become God Emperor Worm Man, and then pontificating about like the state of reality, and then also having a fucking slave girl that he wants to like basically like somehow undo his wormness to go fuck. is like not gonna fly. The fact that they literally genetically designed a woman to make him remember he has a pee-pee that has been melted off by the worm suit, which is canon.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna try to make the further Dune stuff, okay with air quotes the modern audience, because that's kind of falling by the wayside now. But I will absolutely say, adapting those books past Children of Dune is going to be rough, no matter what.
Yeah.
And to answer your question, Mary, explain the pain box. Okay, it is okay. So what the Bene Gesserit do? One of them puts it's a poison needle. It's called the Gom Jabbar. They put it up to your neck. The poison is instantly fatal if they stick you with it. And then they say, put your hand in the box. And, you got to put your hand in the box, and you can't take your hand out of the box. And basically, the box induces a sensation of agony as if your hand is being literally burned to the stump off your body. And it's not actually happening. It's a nerve induction technology in the box. But you don't know that. You can't see what's going on in there. And the whole test is to see if you, as the Bene Gesserit put it, are a human or an animal. If you're a human, you'll keep your hand in the box rather than, rely on your baser instincts to pull your hand out. If you're an animal, you'll panic and pull your hand out, and if you pull your hand out, they stick you with the needle and you die instantly.
Yeah, because the being able to use Bene Gesserit like witch shit is just way too fucking OP to let somebody who can't control themselves have. It's fucking suicide. That's how you end up with what's the fucking thing called where the male bennies go crazy?
Oh shit. Fuck, I'm trying to remember. But yeah, no, it's like a thing in Dune where all the Bene Gesserit are female. And this isn't some kind of Space Marine style, some kind of Space Marine style, oh, it doesn't work on men. Men can become Bene Gesserit. They just don't let them. It's really that simple. They just don't let them.
Well, there's a very good reason not to.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, also on top of it is they're, trying to create, they're trying to, create their...
And they control all bodily functions to such a degree they can actively choose to not have sons.
Yes.
Yeah. They've got complete control. They've got complete control over their biology. Like they can survive being poisoned because they just make the poison inert in their own body and it can't hurt them. Stuff like that. They can decide the gender of their offspring, before, at the point of conception, or even control their ability to conceive a child, stuff like that. And it's not it's a cool thing. It's not magic. There's other schools that do similar shit, say the Mentats, who are human supercomputers.
Mentats are basically human computers.
Yeah, they're not machines though. They're just that strong, with their memory and their cognitive skills. And none of it's the thing is, none of it's magic. It's literally the fact that humanity had to get rid of computers because of the Butlerian Jihad. So they're well, okay, if we can't use computers, we got to be the best we can be in order to survive as a civilization. And that's why they have all these schools, say the Sook doctors who can do MRI tier shit just with their senses, or again, we mentioned the Mentats, the Bene Gesserit, the Spacing Guild, who
if you are familiar with Fallout, the reason Mentants are an boosting drug is because they ripped it from Dune.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, the Mentats in the drug in Fallout is just a reference to the Mentats from Dune. And the fact that the Mentats in Fallout give you an intellect boost is because the Mentats from Dune, are
I never knew that.
Living human supercomputers because of how fucking smart they are.
You know what's funny is they basically said we can't have computers, so we're going to genetically design autistic people.
No, it's not even that. They train you to be autistic,
Well, you have to have the genetic predisposition to even be able to be trained. Technically, Paul's also a Mentat.
Yeah, well, he's a Mentat and a Bene Gesserit, which is, part of the reason he's so OP.
Yeah.
He was trained in both.
Yeah, and the reason why they don't allow men to become to become Bene Gesserit is because
Poor Ichigo Atreides.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. But the reason why men can't or are generally not allowed is because, like, they're trying to essentially make their version of, like, the Messiah, the Dune Messiah. I can't remember what the name of it is.
Kwisatz Haderach.
Yeah. Which basically, so we have to get into a little bit about the spice and what it does to people, right? So the spice gives you, like, a somewhat level of precognition. That's why the Spacing Guild is able to use it to travel across the stars. The Bene Gesserit, when they become a Reverend Mother with, like, a spice-induced, like, kind of pseudo-coma, essentially unlock access to, like, their mimetic gene DNA memories. And the reason why, like, they can handle it, but men intrinsically can't, is because they only have the genetics of the X chromosome, right? And then like men having the Y chromosome is what unlocks both male and female, and that's what, like, makes people go fucked up, and that's when they become, like, rampant, which is, like, not the right word, but that's the word that Cortana is when she thinks herself to death.
Basically, okay, so it's like when a woman who unlocks that ability can't control the male half of her memories, it slowly starts to take her over. And that can cause, like, problems, as we see in Messiah and Dune Messiah and Children of Dune. You see what happens.
Yeah. And the problem is that the reason why Paul's sister had the issue is because of the fact that she got Reverend Mothered in the womb.
Yep.
Like, she basically had no defenses
Also, I'm
to
having
it.
a ton of fun, but do you two want to wrap up?
Yeah, I didn't realize what time it was.
Oh, yeah, no, we're like 22 minutes past when you guys normally quit. Right. Okay, so...
like 15.
Oh, yeah, 15. Okay, I'm going by, like, absolute start time. But, well, I'll say for my stream then, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be playing Cyberpunk. I'll be continuing my playthrough for that. And then Thursday, I'm playing the game Menace, which comes out, which looks really cool. But yeah, that'll be
Thank
me
you so
tomorrow.
much for the fun yap stream. Bo, adore time with you and hope we can do this again soon.
Yeah, we have to do this again soon. Absolutely. Were you guys gonna raid on somebody?
I don't know. Did you have an idea? If you have someone you want to raid, we can raid into them.
You know what? Let me check who I normally. Let me check who I'm following and seeing who's streaming right now.
Thank you so much for stream. Hope to see you again, Bo, said Mary.
Oh, yeah. You too, Mary. You know what?
And thank you, my darklings and Major Bohemian Boner Brigade.
Okay. My friend Salt is currently streaming. Let me type their name into Discord, okay?
Yep. Ooh, nice. I love the Gurren Lagann reference.
Yeah, they just he just came back to streaming. So yeah, let's raid onto him.
Sounds good to me.
But yeah, like I said, I'll be back tomorrow playing Cyberpunk, and no idea what Riona will be doing, but I'll probably be streaming tomorrow too. Give
we
Riona.
Are doing Dokapon with.
Thank you all for the wonderful evening. Every night you come out to see me helps so much and means the world to me. Your warmth, kindness and support keeps me going in a sense of the word.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
Riona.
we're doing Dokapon tomorrow, and then I think we're starting Dragon Quest VII maybe on Thursday.
All right, my raid timer's running out. I gotta raid and shut my stream down. But yeah, thank you for coming, everyone.
Sweet dreams. All love yourselves as much as I love all of you.
Yeah. Thank you, Bo.
And I will see you tomorrow. And you everyone have a great evening. And take care.
Out there, yes, clear.